Sorry.
Almost had a heart attack then.
We'll do Merida's flashback, then we'll do the hero point question, and then we'll do get back into combat, and then when Bigby shows up, they will tell us what the types show forward. We'll do the recap. Later, so Jesse arrives first.
Good.
Just watch that, it's very hot.
Well, yeah, and I have a paper bag.
No, it just gets very hot.
Which is
Sorry, I was
Shits.
going to buy snacks, but I didn't want to leave my house because it was too cold. So I'll buy extra next week.
It's okay.
As excuses go, pretty solid actually. So, we are currently in Baronia, in the hold of Grimsby. All these yellow glades here all around themselves with Grimsby. It's quite a large one, but we are going back a number of years and to the far northwest, to the frigid, freezing cold glacial areas of Mercia, and particularly to the most northerly, most cold glade of Fridgeford. Now imagine, if you can, horrible
frigid
cold
up there.
winds blowing. I know it's distant from our minds.
That was so distant.
Merida, we're going to do the flashback for meeting Mordu for the first time.
Is Freezerford on top of it?
Or below it. Or is it above or below?
It's
Side
just
by
freezing
side.
all about, really. It's just a big solid block of ice. Okay, how old do you think Merida? How old's Merida now for us, by the way? She's like
Merida
in her
would be
20s, or-
mid 20s.
Mhm.
The whole Mordu situation probably happened probably around her 17th to 18th birthday.
Awesome, that's what I was
Knowing
thinking.
knowing that that's the age that all that marriage stuff is
Yeah, for sure.
done.
So we're going back about 5 or 6 years ago. I think that math works
Yeah,
out to
that
be. So this would be around the same time as BB's flashback, I think, but not too sure. We see Fridgeford Hall, this enormous wooden structure. Great big long hall, sloped things to get rid of that. Only 2 or 3 windows in the whole structure, pouring out smoke and bright light from many hearths and fires inside. And we see the Great Hall, or rather the doors to the Great Hall, which are currently set closed. And sitting just next to them is a young Merida and her maid. Could you describe a younger Merida for us? That's 17 or so.
Look, your basic teenager, very doesn't want to follow the mother's, very close to dad.
Mhm.
Not so much with mother. 3 younger brothers that are always causing chaos around the house, and she's always getting blamed for their misdoings.
Mm.
So very, grudging and
Perhaps the kind of sitting curled up, huffed over, blowing a bit of hair out of her face.
blowing hair, maybe
there is a-
attending to her bars.
Yeah, there is an honoured guest currently in the main hall discussing with your mother and father important state business. Now, following an incident with the last visitor and the workings of the 3 brothers, ultimately got blamed on you, were told you were not permitted in for this meeting. It was of too great import for your attitude and still learning the core ways. So you're sat out the front with your maid, and you've been there for about 20 minutes, and you can start hearing more and more raised voices. The great booming, bellowing voice of your father, Fergus, the shrill calls of your mother. So I think there's an argument going on there that you can't hear who the other side is. Do you have any immediate reactions that kind of starts to boom? and
Merida would roll her eyes,
Mhm.
they're at it again.
Mhm.
What is it this time?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of looks to her maid like, you got an idea what this is?
You see, she seems to very intentionally be pretending she can't hear it, as would be polite for a servant of this sort of situation. Give me a perception check. Use your level 3 stats.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
13. It's pretty hard to make out. There's a number of nobles in there. The only thing you catch is the very heat of the argument with the 13. When you hear your father yell out in a great booming voice, "She's too young!" As I said, it seems to put the hall into silence as the chatter starts to come up again for a little bit.
That would kind of shake Merida to sit up.
And has this tone to it. It's not. You
Tune
can't put
in
your fingers
more.
over it. This doesn't sound like wife, where have you put my slippers? So on.
No.
There's something happening.
Yeah, no, to Merida probably sounds like her dad's taking her side to, not wanting to do this whole marriage thing or whatever. That would be her assumption for the murder.
Yeah, for sure. And you see, and after a few more minutes, you start hearing packing up, scraping chairs up, so it's clear that what's happening has ended. You see the great halls to the thing open. You sort of, I imagine, stand up, something like that, prepared to meet whoever's there. Probably, as you say, expecting some prince or noble or lord or duke or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Instead, you see only two figures. There is a woman, quite tall, dressed entirely in black, with a veil over her face, and a short, what looks to be a gnome in a brown coat. You see the Roman turns and says one other thing to your mother, and she simply says, "Very well. It shall be as such," and then begins to head out.
With that, Merida would look like fiercely between mother and father, like what's going on here?
Yeah, give me a perception check so you can read their faces. We'll do father first.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24.
24. Fergus looks furious, very angry. And you know your father. There's the sort of almost playful anger that he has on a daily thing, frustration with his kids and his small glade and this and that. This looks like a deep personal anger. You think with a 24 probably some line has been crossed. Someone has suggested something that was not okay or insinuated something. Your father certainly doesn't seem the type to have his honour insulted, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
Give us a check for your mum as well.
That's one below, so 22.
So 22. With the 20, your mother is very hard to read, complete stone face.
Always is.
You see she's tucking one loose strand of hair back in her bonnet as they head off. You see, as they leave, you see the gnome, who seems to be looking down the hall at nothing in particular, takes a step and actually bumps you in the shoulder. He steps back and says, 1,000 pardons there, takes a very low bow.
Merida will just kind of gesture in a way that, you don't have to, bow, you don't need to do that, it's okay, it's,
You see, gets up and says, and kind of pats down his pockets, exaggerating, and says, "For luck," and flicks a coin. You see, instead of the usual, heraldry would have, you see on one side is a rose, and on the other side is random thorns. And what mode you did that coin is up to you.
Yeah.
But you see, they head off. Do you say anything to your mother and father right then and there?
Merida would probably, as her father turns to walk away, would grab his arm and be like, "What's going on? What's happening?"
You see, he kind of starts a sentence and goes, "They bloody nothing you need to concern yourself with. It's sorted."
And then she'll look back at her mother with kind of like a not like a death glary look, but kind of like a stern of, what are you up to now?
So you know that just stands a tiny bit taller to you, Dad. No response.
We'll roll our eyes at that.
Which you see, your mother replies, "Very well. Dinner, I think." And you see, you're all brought into the great hall, and several other people come in. Your uncle Fergus, who is, not your, Fergus is your father. But you see, several other people coming in. Uncle Dubert, sitting down next to you, and you see he clearly was in the meeting.
Yeah.
And they're talking in vague things. Well, that one could have gone better. At least it wasn't what we were expecting. This sort of thing. And there's a sort of an uneasy silence as you see Dubert says, "Very well then. I suppose you'll be heading out tomorrow then, Fergus." Simply says, "Aye," and keeps it fairly still.
Heading where?
See, and Dubert says, "You, young lady, will get to see the northern woods for the first time. I hear you're heading past the border. Up in the Darklands, they say."
Merida's eyes would kind of brighten up a little bit, but also shift with concern to her father.
Yeah, you've never been in the Darkwoods. You'd occasionally venture into the Greenwoods. That's more or less safe. The Darkwoods, which you're quite near the edge of, are a death sentence.
Yeah. So it's Merida would be excited by the potential adventure, but again, look to her father in concern of what do you need.
You see, he shoots Dubert a bit of a glare, but doesn't say anything to you. As you see, you can see a bit of a loud mouth. Always says just a little more than you should. He says, we'll be heading into rather an interesting bit of history. I hear talk there's a great bear who wanders those parts. What do you know a Moor do?
With that, Merida would kind of tense up and death glare at her father, like, what do you mean? This doesn't have anything to do with him, surely.
You see, your father kind of says a little bit low thing. Careful, do it. You see, he continues up, standing up in his chair. He says, "I have a great bear the size of a mountain. They say no man can kill it." So your father slams a fist down on the table. You see, Dubert sits down, goes about his way. Very tense to the father.
Yeah. Merida would bite her tongue and would probably after dinner try and find her father to kind of confront him a little bit more without her being there. Yeah. You see, all he offers you is a very simple. It's nothing to worry about. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll be riding out to the door. Be ready. So the next day comes around. You do indeed saddle up. You take your horse. I feel like before going to bed, Merida would go tend to Angus in the stable to kind of talk to him about the concerns that she's having with this new adventure that they're going on tomorrow. And just kind of prep them to get ready.
Yeah, for sure. You all get ready. That's all done. Next, thank you very much. And the next day, you do indeed head into the woods. You head out from the border of the glade, past the walls of Fridgefield, these great constructions of ice and metal all holding it in place. It snows lightly here year round, but it's not quite a blizzard today, but it is heavy, heavy snow.
Yeah.
Winds blowing, many, many coats over the lot of you. There's you, your father, your mother, and several guards in attendance. Slowly trudging through these great pine trees that make up the greenwoods near here. And as you head further and further in, the trees getting taller and larger at their base. Larger to the point that they are too big to put your hands around, and then too large for two of you to put your hands around.
Yeah.
Large enough to be a house in and of themselves if they were carved hollow, and eventually so large that they are, bigger than a town, than a hall around, and high enough you cannot see the tops of the canopy.
As the trees are starting to kind of get larger and it's starting to get darker, Merida would be asking more probing questions, trying to find out where the fuck we're going. Like, usually she has some knowledge of their trips. And
Yeah, for sure. And certainly been kept in the dark. You see one of the guides here, a ranger type, and a Billy, only a few years older than you. He says, "We're heading to the northern standing stones. Been a while since the family's been out that way. My dad took me there once, but it's the only time I've seen it. So you continue to head on into the dark woods proper. The light that would usually shine through the trees is gone. It could be nighttime now. But instead of the sweet, familiar sounds of crickets, there is the occasional sharp call of a bird, or possibly a growl. Strange lights dance in the distance as flowers bloom on trees that look altogether the wrong colours and just too high to reach, and seem to move about of their own accord.
Merida would grip her reins just that little bit tighter, being a bit more on edge, keeping an eye out in the surroundings.
We continue through there for about an hour or so. This is truly an inhospitable place. Fine particles of what could be dust, what could be pollen, what could be mold in the air hang about anywhere you shine your lights. Everyone equipped with lanterns to light the way. Until eventually you see, in the distance, a beam of light shining through the blackness, shining onto a number of stones on a small plateau with a hill to the side of it. You all come about, you see your mother and father kind of lead you over and say, you're really an adult, it's time for you to meet with the ancestors. You see, your mother says, when I was about your age, I came here, and when your father was about your age, he did as well.
As she says that, Merida would look at her father just to make sure that...
You see, he nods. He has an uncharacteristically serious look.
That would make Merida.
And you see, there seems to be a degree of ceremony to this, but also a recognition of this is a really dangerous place. Everyone else is on high alerts. The lanterns about, they shine 10 foot into the darkness. She seems to stand into the middle of the circle and let your mind wander, and they will find you.
Merida Merida will look to her dad again, just for assurance.
And you see he gives a nod.
Yes.
He gives a nod, but you see he then takes a step back as to moving. You
Yeah.
alone, the stone circle in front of him, little hill to the side, great trees.
As they take their step back, I guess Merida will close her eyes, take a deep breath, and as her eyes are closed, turn around and take her first step towards the circle, and then open her eyes to finish the walk.
As you open your eyes, you see the hill to the left of you shift a little bit. And then what you thought was a 2-3 story tall hill, 15 meters long, ahead lifts up from the front of and turns to you as an enormous creature. To call it a bear does it a disservice. This is a living mountain of a beast, hunched over. You see its head is about as tall as you, and its end will be about probably 10 meters tall. Truly a Goliath of a creature, as it turns up, dripping saliva from its fangs catching in the light, as it reaches out, and just the smallest huff from its nostrils as it smells staggers you a little bit in place.
As seeing that, Merida will kind of like gasp, kind of stagger in a bit of a like, oh, what the fuck, and reach for her bow.
Yeah, you see, before you've even reached it, your father, much more experienced, is in front of you, axes drawn in each hand, as he lunges for the beast, but it moves far quicker than you would expect of a titan in size. Your father takes a step forward to swing, and his foot lands in its open mouth as it grabs at his knee, reaches its head back, and just tosses him into the woods far away. You see all of the guards are struggling to get with their weapons as forward as the beast moves in right close to you as your mother runs up and grabs you from behind and looks at the two of you with horrid, scarred eyes, and then just takes a slow step back into the shadows.
I feel like as Merida's father's foreign, she'll like call out father, and then stop and then turn around and then bears in the face.
Bear in the face.
And then she'll just take a deep breath and just look into the eyes of this bear, kind of holding her ground.
You see it looks back at you and your mother for a moment, tilts its head just the slightest amount, and then just starts to walk backwards. So each footstep, boom, boom on the ground, until you just see the two eyes reflecting back at you in the darkness until they two are gone.
And will immediately shrug her mother off and run for her father.
Yep, and we'll leave it there. Yep. Your father survives, of course. He ends up with a peg leg, but he does survive. But that was your first encounter with this mutant. A very strange. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was so distracted by the storytelling. I didn't know.
I'm gonna absolutely, in Norris, you would stand about yay high on this thing, just
Yeah.
truly gigantic.
Look at all the spears, swords, and arrows.
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
a great
Many
sword
of
here
them.
that looks like a toothpick.
Mhm.
And it is, as you see it there, its head has got, two daggers on the side, it's got ears scuffed there.
It's exactly like all the tales
and
in Nightmares.
um, but from there,
On a lighter note.
on a slightly, on a slightly,
On a slightly lighter note.
we come back to Victor's house. Well, not Victor's house, the house Victor happens to be staying in.
Are we going to be here? First?
I'll
Or
probably wait for Jesse, just because I know he's coming. Although he'll need time to think about it. So let's do hero points now.
Okay.
So, hero point question. What sort of experience does your character have on the water, in boats, barges, that sort of thing? This is to do with, how much have you travelled, which is a very risky thing in Evergreen, of course. Always going into the forest is always a danger, and the water is no better. But what do we think? Anyone got any thoughts?
Merida would probably have the thought of her father taking her out on the lake to go fishing.
Yeah.
It's another form of hunting. So that would have been a very bonding experience that they would do, every week as a learning how to hunt.
Probably freezes over in winter, but
Yeah.
in the summer, definitely.
Well,
Lovely.
space fishing.
We're going to drop down to one hero point question to start, and then I'll try to give some more out rather than having two. We're going to. Chris, any thoughts?
Yeah. Sibylla has a memory from what would be a lifetime ago as a child, as a stowaway on a boat
Oh, I love that.
with what is probably her parents.
Mm.
And she remembers like in the cargo hold, having to be quiet,
Mm.
and it was a long journey and constantly in fear in this uncomfortable environment.
Mm.
And Sibylla hasn't been on a boat since.
I love that. That's really
She
great.
has a fear of being there because it was such a shitty time.
Yeah.
That's what that. Did you pass that down to Chris? Anyone else? Emma?
Drizella has never been on a boat. She has never been to a coast
Yeah.
before. She's relatively, until very recently, not very well travelled
Mm.
at all.
It's a dangerous prospect traveling.
Very dangerous. Sort of home, city, big town,
Yeah.
home. That's about it.
Mhm.
So this is the furthest she's ever been away from where she grew up.
Yeah, let me.
Has never been on a boat.
Let me chuck the word back up.
It's the furthest I've ever been from home.
Sibylla's from Cindershire, which is pretty much probably maybe travelled down to Evendale would be the big city nearby, or even to the Red Halls end.
I think I've gone that way,
Yeah,
but I've never. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
there's no reason to come here.
There isn't a big, as far as I'm aware, a big regal castle. People to hang out with.
In fact, and we'll talk about this a bit more. The Go Back, which is where you would land, is
That's such a cool
abandoned
name.
largely. Hence its new name. It was the height of trade 100 years ago, but is now mostly empty.
And the Piccadilly.
I want to.
Yeah,
I want to go
Piccadilly is
back.
lovely by all accounts.
Yeah.
No, I want to go back.
Yes, everybody's reaction. Did you pass something down to Emma for me? Yes.
Thank you very much, Dave.
And
Mordred has never been on a ship or on any open water, but in the dark woods there were enchanted rivers that sometimes his mother made him cross. But he has very bad memories associated with them because they cause weird dreams and visions, and yeah, he doesn't want to have those again.
I love that. Very spooky. Alright. So, no Jesse yet. That's alright. We'll get
Can't
started.
start and come next round with.
Oh yeah, he'll show up, whatever. Recap. Last week we picked up the end of the Eye of Ogma stuff. Ended up handing the eye over to Hysia Moonbeam. You met Alexander Dunlos again, the red-haired pyromancer in charge of Lomarsh, or the Lomarsh lockdown, who warned you that they had found evidence of infernal magic at the inn you stayed in Lomarsh. He also revealed that the Red Hand had been looking not for the eyes you had suspected, but in fact were operating on reports of corpses being smuggled into the village to be used as supplies for necromancy. 10 points if you can work out who that might be. You all preventing the eye from ending up being smuggled by Freya Ire blood was purely a happy coincidence for the Red Hand. They were very glad to see it done. So, as far as they were concerned, you two were even. You had slipped past at one in Lomarsh, but you just happened out here. Alexander told you, you know what, we will wipe the slate on you, as far as I'm concerned. The Red Hand lifted the harbour lockdown as well, so now you can get your boat to go on to go back and
The
head
boat
on
we
to
don't
Frontier Islands. You don't have a boat yet, but you can hire a boat or something like that.
If I
It's
wanted
much
to.
easier now that
Yes.
now that that's out of
There's
the
no
way.
blockade.
Now there's no blockade. Not all the questions were answered though. Hysia and Alexander, what were they talking about when they met on the docks and before they arrived? Why was she so willing to work with the Red Hand, given she was a witch? And how did Freya come to possess the eye in the first place? Seeing it was meant to be destroyed many years ago. We also had that Order Arcane Altarism hanging about and seemed to have bigger plans than we knew about. But these are questions for next time, or next season perhaps. You decided to make good on your promise to the creature and track down his creator, Victor Frankenstein. You charmed the socks off of an office woman and gave her the address to Victor's temporary home lodgings.
Oh, that's right.
Went there to find that Victor was not so much a recluse or a hermit, but in fact had a wife and a child by the name of Elizabeth. Sorry, a wife by the name of Elizabeth. She informed me that Frankie was out and liked to work late. She invited you to come back to dinner. You went and told the creature about this upon hearing that his creator had a child intended to kill Victor Frankenstein. After a little bit of inter-party debate, you decided to accompany the creature back to the house for dinner to make sure that things didn't get out of hand. A good choice, as it turned out, as after Elizabeth started to speak on the many virtues of her husband, the creature was flung into a mindless rage. Devoid of any capacity to hear reason, reason or listen to its friends, it floored Mordred, Merida, and Drizella in only 2 turns. Very bad if you get hit by this guy. It violently, it has been in a minor touch, throwing furniture about, striking whatever's near it. It is making a save at the end of each round to try to lose that condition or to try to calm down. You know that it is aggravated by attacks against it. You haven't quite worked out what calms it, other than a calm spell did quite a good job. Complicating this, though, is that the horrible noise it's making is calling the city guard, one member of which is at the front. There's a check for the creature, and then there's a check for the guard at the end as well. So, we're going to jump right back into it. Can we get some combat music?
On it, it's already playing.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, it's just starting.
As a reminder, do you want to reroll initiative, or do you want to keep initiative from last time? Let's keep it from last time. Yeah, we'll see. Just a reminder, that order is Sibylla, Mordred, NPCs. Oh, wonderful. Drizella, Merida, and then creature right at the end. When Big becomes, we'll slot him in. So, Sibylla. And as a reminder, the creature has just suddenly gone mad. It's flung around some furniture.
And you don't want to hurt it, the creature.
Yeah, so you've got 2 options really. You can try to kill it, which seems to be pretty difficult given how hard of a hitter it is, or you can try to calm it down. Sibylla, your last turn, your first turn, was to help Elizabeth escape. You did that to a invisibility combo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tried attacking on your second turn, which made it mad. So we're on to you for our 3rd round of combat.
Ooh, combat sheets.
Oh yeah, combat action sheets.
Chris.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
Any others?
I just cast spells anyway, so it's
Do you have one, Emma?
Give that one to Big B if you
No,
can.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Where's Sean in all this?
Sean is just here, over near Mordred, who's currently... Oh yeah, sorry, so general lay of the land. Mordred is down, Mordred is dying. Darian has run... Darian, I'm going to retcon that. Darian is over here, but they're about to disappear. Sibylla, how many hit points do you have?
I have 34.
34, awesome. Drizella and Merida are on full. Mordred is on none, they're dying. Sean is just over here near me.
Alright, for my turn, I'm going to get Sean to move up
Mhm.
to... You can get to the creature
Sure can.
and, rub its,
Like rub against it, like
Absolutely, yeah.
whilst casting Charm.
Ooh,
Wonderful.
good.
Wonderful spell. Is there a save attached?
Yes, you have to do a will save
Wonderful. Target does a will save.
with a +4 circumstance bonus.
Mm-hmm. With a +2 circumstance bonus. did you say?
+4.
+4.
So the creature gets that, does it?
Yeah, because we're in combat with it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's how that one usually works. So that's gonna be a 32. It rolled very well on that one, unfortunately.
So it's a critical success.
Right. So I imagine it has no effect.
Yes, unaffected, and is aware that I tried to charm it.
Wonderful. So hostile action for trying to charm it, but you didn't hit or anything, so just increases the DC by 1, so up to 11. So that's you've got 1 action left if you'd like to take it still. Sibylla.
Try to talk to it, maybe?
You could try to talk it. You can try just a flat diplomacy check to try to calm it down,
Okay.
or you could use one of your other skills if you've got something better.
Nah, not much.
Mhm.
Dirty 20 on diplomacy.
Dirty 20. That's going to be a. That was a failure, unfortunately. but no harm from doing it. So DC stays at 11. Mordred, that is you. Drizella, you're on deck.
So, death saving?
Oh, sorry, I didn't move you after the creature got you, so you are actually going after Merida.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, so order is going to be Drizella, and then Merida, and then Mordred, because that's knocks you out, you go near it. But first, it's the guard's turn.
Oh no.
No one's done anything loud at the moment, so it's just a DC... That's not right. A DC 5 flat check for the guards. Would someone like to roll me a D20?
All yours, Rose.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's alright. That's a pass. No more guards this round. But the guard who is there is still going to go. They only have 25 foot movement speed, so they are going to use 2 of their actions to bolt in, and then attempt to demoralize, which is going to go really well for it.
God.
As you see, it walks in, sees the creature raging, and says, "Halt! Stay where you are!" With a
natural 20 from guard.
with a natural 20 from the
Wait,
guard.
actually?
Yeah.
Far.
Who'd have thunk it?
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful. The creature becomes frightened 1, which does actually help you because frightened will lower its checks, so it's more likely to pass that
Yes.
thing. Creature has already been chased by guards a lot, so sees the guard and something in the back of its mind recognizes this thing as a threat. On Darian's turn, they suddenly disappear from existence.
Lovely.
Love it when that happens. Drizella, that's you.
How far away is Mordred?
Mordred is 20 foot. 25 foot.
Can I get there without it attacking me, or
As far as you know, it doesn't have an opportunity attack, so it
that,
should be.
not that I've noticed?
You've
Okay.
not seen it.
Okay.
You can burn an action to do insight to do a perception check if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep, give us a go. You're also prone, though. Sorry, I should tell you before. Spend action, so you need to also stay.
No. In that case, I'll take the risk. I'll stand.
Wonderful. You stand on up. That's 1.
And
And I can tell you that you now know it does not have an opportunity attack, or it would have hit you while you were standing.
yeah, and 20 feet away,
20
I
feet away?
am going to. I'm going to move towards Mordred.
Wonderful.
I am going to. I don't need to move. I'll do a two.
cool.
I'll do a 2-action heal from 30 feet.
Yep, they're in range.
So that's 18 plus 2d8.
Nice.
18, 19, 26.
Ooh, wow. Thank you.
That's my healing out.
Awesome.
So
Mordred.
don't get hit
Don't die
again.
again.
Yeah,
You're
seriously.
no longer dead, dying. You're still prone.
Alrighty.
Okay. And then so that's do I get to speak as a free action?
Speaking is always a free action.
I would say as I'm sort of looking at Mordred, I would say, we broke bread together. We are your friends. I will help you in your quest. There's no need to kill Mordred. He is on your side.
Mordred smiles and he's
Is this
consciousness
to
as
the-
he heals.
To the monster.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you've got a third action. Oh, sorry, you stood up.
No,
as
I
a
haven't.
thing, so that's right. So we're making the character that, but
Yep.
I love it. Actually, I checked the rules, and help is actually a reaction.
Make someone else.
Oh, okay.
So if you like, I'll let you use that. I'll let you treat that as a reaction to help whoever does the next
Yeah.
thing, if you like. Also,
Yeah,
I'll
that would be
roll
great.
The
Cool.
skill when they do. Merida, that's your turn.
Merida would be trying to calm the monster down with Drizella.
Yeah, for sure. You want to just do that using one of your skills?
Yeah, how can I do that?
Well,
Because I don't have spells or anything like that.
No,
so
so
What
it's
you
skills
just
have
use
you
your
got
skill,
on your
you've
skill
got
list?
Diplomacy. Are you
yeah, I've
trained
got
in diplomacy?
diplomacy, yeah.
You can use a straight diplomacy check. Drizella, give us a diplomacy check as well.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24. Unfortunately, 24 is a failure.
Ooh.
Nothing lost, nothing gained.
Ooh.
But if this help action goes, I'll change the time. Or diplomacy.
17.
17 is a success, bringing it up to a 25, which is exactly what you need.
Ooh.
DC goes from 11, drops to a 10. So 50% chance at the moment. That's one action. You've got 2 more.
I will pre-mark it
Yep.
for Hunter's Edge.
Yep, absolutely.
And I will save my shot action for if he actually attacks someone.
Cool. You hold action. Easy done. Mordred, you are on the floor. Healing. You see your chest expands out again. As you had the air taken out of you from the hit from the creature, you are back.
So I need to take an action to stand up.
Correct.
So I'll
Right.
take my first action to stand.
Yep. You're done.
I won't pick up my sword though. I'll just hold my hands out and I'll say, "Please, we're not your enemies."
Mhm.
And I'll attempt a diplomacy check.
Give it a go.
Can Merida just take him a step back?
You can't do that and hold.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take a step back.
That's only a 21
21 for, what was that? Sorry, diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Unfortunately, that is a failure. Nothing lost, nothing gained. You've got 1 more action left.
Can I then?
You can just do the
attempt
same thing again if you like, because there is a plus stand to those actions.
to- Can I attempt to because demoralize will cause.
Demoralize will cause them to be afraid, which will lessen their roll. So
Okay.
demoralize helps you with this. Basically, like intimidating them to calm down.
Yeah.
I imagine it's sort of like, get a grip.
Yeah, I'll say like instead. Well, if you won't listen to reason, listen to the blades on my friends and their spells.
Oh,
We don't want to hurt you.
wonderful. Give us an intimidation check.
Nat 20
Nice.
for
For a total
29.
For a
but that would be
29, so that's a
39.
critical success. So their frightened condition increases by 2. That puts them to frightened 3.
Okay.
Okay, so DC is at 10. DC drops by 3 for the frightened condition. They only need to roll
7.
a 7.
And doesn't the
or
frightened condition affect saves?
Oh, sorry, I just dropped the save instead of
Okay,
checking the
yeah,
roll.
fair enough.
So 7 or lower, 7 or higher, and all is good.
Woo!
There's a
That's
16. You see,
We are good.
lifting up the couch just next to them, about to land it down onto Drizella's head. Their eyes focus back up, their pupils, shrinking down, dilating, heaving chest as they drop it to the ground, and they collapse onto a pile. You see, heaving breath, as they then say, "I'm sorry, my friends. I lost myself."
Merida will.
I'll run to their aid.
Unfortunately, we are still in initiative. There is
Oh,
a
okay.
town guard still here. So this is still initiative. It's encounter is what it is, not just quite combat. The guard's not attacking anyone, and you can talk as a free action, but you can't act as until it's your turn.
Is the guard on our side?
Unclear.
No.
That's the problem.
Okay, yeah.
So Sibylla, it's your turn. But anyone who wants to talk, you can do as a free action. So-
Merida turn to the monster and say, it's okay to have these feelings, but you need to learn to control them a little more.
Absolutely, you say that. Anything from anyone else they want to say before Merida takes their turn?
I'll address the guard if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll say, this figure here is our friend. He's lost control, but we have the situation under control.
Awesome. You can either, on your turn, do a diplomacy check for that, or I'll let you use a help action for Sibylla to make a check.
I'll make it on my turn. if
Cool.
that's-
I
The guard
would-
will get to act before.
Oh,
Yeah. I
The guard will,
I-
so just
Yep.
so you know, because
yeah.
Sibylla's going to get a turn, then the guard's going to
Yep. I would just say he's clearly ill.
Mhm.
I am a Medicaster of the Northern Medicasters. He is calmed. I can help him. No one has been hurt here.
Wonderful. I'll give you the same offer. You can do a medicine check.
Yep.
Either on your turn or as
Okay.
a help action. Sibylla, mechanically, your turn. You've got 3 actions if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to go to do a diplomacy check and just say, we're all fine here. We've got a doctor's looking after the patient here. And
Awesome. Absolutely. Give us diplomacy. So this is just straight diplomacy versus the guard's will DC. The two of you who've said this, do you want to activate those as help actions, or do you want to wait for your turn?
Help action.
Help action, medicine check.
I'm going to use my hero
Diplomacy.
point.
Absolutely. Slide it on over.
26.
And remember, add 10 if that dice is less.
29 on diplomacy.
26 on medicine.
So what do
Wow. 2 crit successes.
I add?
So
So if it's
you're
under
adding your
10.
diplomacy. What did you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 14 plus 2
Okay.
diplomacy.
Wonderful. So that's
16.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Guard's DC is only 15. So not done
Oh,
well.
nice.
So that is a success. You see the guard On that will end encounterments. You're all free to act as you like now. As the guard, sheets their baton, says, "What even is that?"
A very sick boy.
All right. Are you sure everyone's okay? Kind of looks back to everyone in turn.
Positive.
All right. Well, look. You gotta keep the noise down there. You're gonna wake the dead with this. The neighbors are gonna be terrified.
Yeah, understood.
Whose house is this?
Frankie's.
Which one of you is Frankie?
Well, he's not home.
Oh,
He let us stay.
okay. I'll need to talk to the owner of the house.
Where,
We'll
where
inform
did
you
she
when
go?
he gets home.
Very well. I'll make myself outside. And kind of cautiously walks away.
Oh God! So he's just gonna wait outside.
Loiter.
So, the female and the baby. You turned invisible?
Yep.
Turned
And then they
invisible.
ran
Did
off.
we know that they got turned invisible?
Darian did. I'm going to say, as he was disappearing, he said, "Elizabeth's okay.
Okay.
Elizabeth is okay."
Clear.
I'll go to the creature and just start looking at if they've got any wounds or anything.
Bloody knuckles, but nothing special. Usually they
I'll say, are you okay?
I am so sorry, my friends. My mind is not my own. I have hoped that my creator, if I could find them, could help me with this, but I am cursed with feelings I cannot control.
I know how that feels. Not very long ago, I hurt my own party members. And my mind is not my own.
Gives a nod. And then slowly stands up and hunched over very nonchalant look, not threatening. He says, I must apologize. But I still have a mind to find Victor.
We believe his workshop to be in the basement here. We tried to tell you, your hearing was less efficient.
You see nods and says, I have no memories of when I'm working.
And go to where Dorian had been pulled out.
He saw the door open, would call out, "Hey, there's a giant hatch to a basement here."
Yep.
So you
I'll
can
offer my hand to the creature to lead him to the basement.
doesn't take your hand.
Okay.
Looks at you
Oh.
just ashamedly.
Oh, don't stress, dude. We've all done stuff that supposedly you're meant to be ashamed of.
You see, looks at
We all do
bent
things.
armor, blood around the mouth from coughing. You see, he says, "I cannot ask you to go with me, as I cannot guarantee your safety."
We'll be fine.
Very well. You are true friends, indeed. Would you like to look around here at all? Or are you heading straight for the
Yes.
house?
Merida would like to be taking just a look around to see if there's any
There's something magic
kind of
here.
inkling
Something
that he's
magic
hiding
somewhere.
the monster. Like that
Because
the doctor is kind of hiding
Darian
a secret
detected
life
it,
of
didn't
this
he?
monster. Kind of
For sure. I mean, look, there's a dirty
There's
great
some
big
magic
hatch
other
basement
than
here.
our
That's gonna be
magic.
really cool. Give us a perception check, unless you want to do anything in
Yeah,
particular.
Darian said that there was something magic that was not our magic.
Correct. The other two of you, you've got 10 minutes if you want to do any Healy actions or downtime stuff or anything like that.
15.
15. You have a look. It doesn't look. It looks like there's very little of his stuff in here. It's all very personal. It's packed up in boxes. This looks like kind of like a hotel.
Yeah. I might
It's a
attempt
temporary
to
accommodation.
treat wounds on myself.
On yourself.
I can do that, right?
You
Because
can.
everyone
It's
else
a
is at
minus
full health.
4 penalty, I think.
Oh,
yourself.
really?
I think I can treat wounds.
Let me check what it is. It
Otherwise, I'll do it on someone else.
definitely, it definitely has a penalty.
Sorry about that.
No.
It's just the wounds and they keep up my hay fever.
Ah,
Yeah.
I realised I had
10
tissues.
minutes.
That's a hell of a
Blah,
swap.
blah, blah. I'll do it.
Have you lost any hit points for someone?
I'm at full now.
You're at full? I think we're all
Are we
good.
fighting anyone?
Nope.
No,
15
we
for
made the
20.
save.
Brill.
20.
If you think about you spend 10 minutes treating one of them, turning yourself as no penalty. Sorry, my apologies.
I think Drizella.
I'll do it anyway.
Give us a medicine check.
If you're an expert in medicine,
Yes.
you can do a DC 20 check
Yes.
instead of a DC 15.
Which increases how much healing you get.
Yeah, so
Would you like to do that?
Yeah. So that's so 27.
27, that's a success, so you gain 2d8 plus 10 hit points. Or, sorry, whoever you're treating as.
I'm good at the moment, so
Awesome. The one thing you do find that looks personal as you're looking around this is
11, 12, so 22.
in the bedroom up here, you see what looks to be the baby's cot. And you see carved into the top is the name Alphonse.
Oh, taking to note that name. They're Alfonso.
Dangerous grandfather. You, if no one has anything else they want to do, you head down.
Oh, I wanted to check for magic items.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Apparently
go ahead.
Bixby was here to do all the
Arcana
detection things.
That's only a 16.
16. 16. You.
Unless I could use my fortune telling or anything else in that.
What's anything else?
Oh, sorry. Instead of Arcana, could I use either occultism
Hey, Bixby.
or one of my laws?
Is there
Just in time.
is there a
Bixby.
kettle in the kitchen?
Go into the
You may be a
basement.
kettle.
Right, I'm gonna make some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make a coffee, and that gives me 8 hours of +1 to AC.
Okay. It actually does so.
Yeah. So the maximum addiction level of the Blood Eye coffee never gets past stage 1.
Yeah.
But onset 10 minutes, maximum duration 8 hours.
So.
Bonus 1 plus 1 bonus 26, which I'm quite happy to skim that. I literally just wanted a coffee.
Oh no. Take it. If you keep doing it, it does increase when you drink more coffee.
Yes.
It's the only one with how those sorts of conditions work. But as long as you're not drinking more than 1 cup a day, which there'd be no benefit to, you're good.
Yeah. So this one never goes above stage 1.
So what that?
Oh, that's it.
It's-
Into the
it's
benefit.
It's a global. So the way those work
Yeah,
is
so I see
usually
what
there'd be
you
a time, and that just means there's no time.
Yeah, that's fine.
When,
I haven't
whenever
had
you
any
take
coffee
the
today.
affliction
Yeah,
pause,
you
you
don't
always
have to.
increase the level. But yeah, you can use that once a day. Is what that means.
I will add it as a custom buff so that I can take it off again.
If you like, otherwise, you can just pop your AC up that way.
Oh yeah, but then I'll forget. So I'll just add it as a buff to my AC
Cool.
to go with fucked glass eating damage, which is on my hit points. I'll call it something new.
Very important. That very important. Blood Eye coffee.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, how dare you?
Awesome. So with that check, by the way, you're pretty confident there's no magic items.
Okay.
Low DC. Again, so this map's really not great. Imagine instead of a lovely furniture house, it's lots of boxes, it's cheap rental furniture. You go through, you
It's
open a
not a
box, it's
permanent-
closed, you open
it's
another
like
one,
a-
it's
It's kind of like a.
It's temporary. They're here for about a
temporary.
week before
Yeah.
they move up north.
Yeah.
So it's not it's student accommodation is what it is actually.
Yeah.
Just for
Pretty
parents.
nice student accommodation.
Yeah, that's a big student accommodation. How many students live in this dorm?
You begin to head down. Actually, we'll do Big B's entrance.
Yeah.
First, I
It's
think.
gonna say
If everyone's having
Big
a-
B coming in
hold
just
for a
before we go
moment.
down into the basement is a good idea.
um,
Have the detective to do all the detective skills. The architecture of this door frame.
the architecture. You see the creature turns to you, Mordred, and Spurs puts something that says, "You do not think I should kill him, do you?
No.
I fear you shall be disappointed."
Why do you think you should kill him? You are owed it.
After what he has
I get plus 1 to my AC
I'd
for drinking
like to
coffee.
pop in, kind of chime into
I
that
thought so.
conversation and maybe go, well, let's hear him out first. Maybe he has a reason for it all.
Yes, let's hear.
And by killing him, what do you gain except more death, more destruction, more hurt?
The assurance that he will not bring any more like me into this?
I want the same of my mother, of any of our creators,
Meredith will put a hand on Mordred's shoulder.
but that's no reason to kill them.
Yeah, it's totally a valid reason to kill them.
You're not helping!
And so they just pause for a second.
I'll help you if you help me.
Meredith,
We-
will kind of think back to the decisions she made that kind of turned her mother into a bear, and it's like,
Nothing's changed since
Yeah,
you went
um,
away.
it's probably not best to make decisions in such emotional moments, but we'll be here to help you through whatever it is.
Susan kind of stares past you. Doesn't seem to
We will find him.
Jesse,
I will
welcome
help
back.
you kill it.
Feeling better?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's good.
Want to jump into it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, after this is settled, falling down the chimney, hands locked around each other's throats, we see Joseph Bigby and Titus Kythe,
Oh.
the Orc Ranger mustache. There's a strange sound, and then whole boof of ash as you two fall out there. You see Titus has got two hands around his throat, horrible cut across his face, reaches with one hand down to go for a dagger at Bigby. We cut to 8 hours earlier. You and Titus have just headed off. So if you remember, you rocked up to the Order Arcane Altruism. They were doing some big summoning ritual, teleporting thing, and in came Titus Kythe, this old orc, scruggled face, big salt and pepper mustache, very serious look, covered in armor and kit, green cape sort of thing, green cloak, astride an owl bear. Very serious chap. Doesn't really do small talk. He was very
Rides an
unwilling
owl
to
bear.
have
Sorry.
help him originally.
Right
But
on.
after you thrilled him with your acumen, he was convinced to let you help. So you want to pick out a few bits about him using your detective skills. And he suggested that you go to speak to Jacob Hilton to recheck if all the facts are correct. Now, everyone else at the table knows that when you spoke to Edwards, Hilton was missing. How that happens, we're going to find out. So, Big Beat Titus, you head across town. We're gonna this will take like 2 minutes. You head across town. Usually, as you're going, Titus dispels, sends Justice the Owl there, puts a hand upon him, they kind of glowing light down the basement, and then vanish. As you see, he says, rather attracts too much attention in the streets, but useful in a fight. And kind of looks you over and says, "What have you? Weapon of choice?"
I used to use a hammer and sickle, but lately I've been enjoying this sword case.
He looks around and says, "Discreet, effective."
Discreet. I like it.
You see, he takes his enormous warbow that he has and kind of flicks it and folds it on itself as he slides it behind his coat.
Also discreet.
A necessity lately, I find. You see, he says. He's got kind of a specificness about him. It feels like small talk, but it is just questions about you. How long have you been in the order? How long have you been in town? What are your skill sets? That sort of. He really doesn't wait for you to say "and you." It's just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
How much do you give this guy? Do you think?
I don't think I'd have any reason to hide anything, so I'd probably just tell him whatever he wants to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Except for anything about the mirror.
Yeah, and you did hide that in the original as well.
Yeah.
So know more about this, and that was kind of what prompted him to want to go and check it. It was like, well, where did he find this information about? Very well. You head across town into the thing. You see Titus just kind of wanders into the guardhouse. Guard kind of sees you there, says, you obviously you put Jacob there a moment ago. You see, he says, "Oh, here to speak to the prisoner."
I'm sorry.
No, that's right, sir. You see the guards just kind of wave you through to go to Jacob Hilton. Jacob Hilton, of course, the one taking the potion, transformed.
Oh, just check.
Jacob Hilton, the Hyde.
Yeah.
If you definitely know.
Okay.
Jekyll and Hyde. You spared him at the end of the fight,
Yeah.
arrested him, left him with one potion to spare. You see, heading in there, you head past several rows of cells. In the back one, you see wooden stool. You see him sitting on it. just kind of looking out the window a little absentmindedly. You see Jacob Hilton. Messy blonde hair, ripped clothes, horrible blood caked around the end of his fingers where his claws were. And you see Titus says, "This is the one?"
That's him.
Good, good. You've already interrogated the suspect, correct?
I have.
I wonder if you might permit me if I might speak with him in private so as to see if his answers divulge at all.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate it. If you wait to the front, I shall catch up with you later.
Yeah, good. I'll do that.
You head up to the front. A couple of minutes passes. You hear a horrible blood-curdling scream.
Okay, I'll start running over to see what's going on.
As you head back in, you see the guard who was with you does as well. You see as the guard rounds the corner, an arrow comes flying towards you. Hits the guard in the neck, he drops.
Oh shit.
As you see, Titus has the bow in one hand and the what looks to be very dead body of Jacob at his feet.
Ooh.
What did you do?
Assassination.
You see he says, you see he looks you dead in the eye. You see he says, "Did you know where he found the information?"
No.
Deception check.
Oh god.
I will tell you the DC for this is 24.
Yeah, I failed.
You
What did
see,
you roll?
3.
Hero point, hero point.
Yeah.
hero point.
Yeah. What's your hero point?
Hero point question, really quick.
Mhm.
You can answer this in a moment, but
Yeah.
hero point. How familiar is your captain with water, like water transport, being on boats?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, right. Do you have an answer off the top of your head? If not,
Yeah.
yeah.
He cannot swim and has never been on a boat.
Love it.
I love how we're all pretty inept with
Oh, okay.
with
Cool.
right?
Awesome. There's your hero point card. You can use it now if you like. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
Wonderful. You. Oh, that doesn't matter. But it's not. I'm not going to kill you all these things.
Yeah, cool.
You see, he goes very well then. You see, puts the bow back. You see, he walks up to you and says, "You'll have to forgive me. The situation is quite a bit worse than I thought." He says, "The Order Arcanum are a useful group if they have evidence. If you would indulge me, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about where I come from."
Sure.
So he reaches out a hand to you.
Oh no.
Oh, this sounds like a trap.
Trap.
Fuck it, I'll just take it.
You see, big clasp, strong grip, pulls you forward, and then sidesteps you onto the ground. What's your fortitude save? What do you add to fortitude saves?
+5.
+5. Doesn't manage it. Tries to trip you, knock you prone. Isn't able to. You catch your feet steady. You see, he jumps in there. We're going to do basically a duel, so he'll have 3 actions. You have 3 actions. He jumps in, tries to rummage through your pockets. Seems to be looking for something.
Okay.
That's his 2 turns. Doesn't find what he's looking for.
Okay.
His hands are in your pockets. He's right behind you. You're
I would like to. So he's he on me?
Yeah, he's like right behind you. He's not grappling you mechanically, but he's
Okay.
in your space.
I'd like to kind of shove him back.
Yep, athletics check to shove.
That'll be 9.
Yep. You hit a brick wall underneath which is the arm of this guy's wearing.
Okay.
Just absolutely nothing. He's an orc. He's 300 pounds and solid.
Can I try to jump back?
Absolutely, you do that fine. He doesn't have any sort of opportunity attack, so you jump back.
Pull out my sword and say, "Get back."
Wonderful. Shove, move, draw. That's your 3. You see, he says, "We're dealing with forces you don't understand. I just need the mirror."
Can't have it.
Very well. You see, he says, "What happens next is your own doing." And you see, he brings his lips to his hands and whistles. As you hear the strange combination of a bear growl and an owl call behind you. This horrible, reverberating. It's something like a growl, but coming from the beak of the bird. As you feel just the heat from this thing's as it appears behind this flash of light. Summoning it as a double action. He commands it as the 3rd. It's going to try and pounce on you. Your fortitude save was +12, did you say? Or +15?
No, +5.
+5. The
Plus
numbers people
15,
have levels.
apparently.
Okay, so
And that's
I'm in
the-
like a small hallway sort of thing, right?
probably it's between a jail. Perhaps you've got lots of cells along the side, probably about 15-ish feet wide. So you've got enough room to maneuver.
Is there like a cell that's like open in it?
Absolutely.
Can I dive into that cell
Love it.
and
Go for
shut
it.
the door behind me?
Yeah, go for it. You do that. That's one to jump, two close the cell. As you see the owl there, lunges at you against the bars, beak poking between them. But can't get you. So it backs off. He looks up. And you see he says, "Have you talked to her?" No. You're not deceiving, because that is the truth. He's going to see if he believes you. You see, he says, "Unfortunately, that's not a risk I can take." You see, he pulls out what looks to be a small, almost like a wine skin, but quite small. Drinks it, and you see it vanishes. Oh God! So a moment or so later, the door opens. As you see, you'll be attacked by someone who's invisible.
Okay.
What's your AC?
18.
18. He's only got the one attack while this is on there, and then it breaks. But that one will hit. As you see, knock on the back of the head. Doesn't do damage. Instead, he's going to take the hit to try and grab something from you again, which is just a dexterity check from him. Your reflex save is +6.
Reflex is +9.
+9. So that's 19. Does beat that one. As you see, he grabs it, rifles through, finds it in your coat pocket, pulls out the shard from it.
Okay.
Doesn't have enough action economy to leave. That's back to you. Small cell, you see, as he does that, the invisibility breaks. You can see he's holding. You see the reflection of the two of you fighting in the shard he's holding. What would you like to do?
Okay. So how many people? I've only got 2 people on me.
So you-
I've got one in the backpack and then one on me.
Yeah,
I think
so
these guys had.
So you,
I've got the joint people.
So you actually
the jointed
gave the one
pieces,
from the
that's right.
backpack to them. So I think Drizella's currently carrying the 2 combined
No, I
pieces. Mordred is.
Okay.
Mordred combined. The third one you got that you hadn't told the rest of the party. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's just in
So
the
that's the
coat
one he's managed to get out.
Quite a small shard.
Okay, so I would like to swing my Ken sword at his hand holding the mirror.
Yeah.
To try to basically
Give us an attack roll. Thank you very much.
Oh no.
That's better. Okay, so where is it? Weapons.
Did you say Mordred has pieces?
Sword cannons.
Yeah, did Mordred have
So
pieces?
23
After we
to
spoke
hit.
to Bloody Mary.
How
Oh
much?
wait, I've got extra actions. I'll take a
Want to dive
action
straight?
to strategize. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You think really carefully about how best to hit the mirror with the stick?
So that just makes it. I think it just
Let's
makes
use
it
your
So what is it? +10 instead. So yeah. So that's 25 to hit.
25. You see, as you do, you see he says, "No, you fool!" As you see the shard breaks.
Oh great!
No.
Glass shards fly around you as you see the jail seems to just extend. All the walls seem to move back at once as you see you are falling through somewhere. You see very suddenly in quick succession sand on the beach, stone pillars, green trees, sandy shores, dirt road, 4 or 5 different spots that you see. You appear, fall to the ground. Titus lands on you. One of the shards gets kicked up again. They all lift up and move, and you go back flying to a different one. Bang, 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 until finally the both of you appear in a chimney. Incredibly cramped. You fall down out, ash going everywhere, and that is where we picked up just from then. So, Titus and Big have just appeared. You also notice that time doesn't make any sense. So for you, it's been about 2-3 minutes. For everyone else, it's been about 8 hours.
Interesting.
In fact, actually, you got a rest, haven't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So for everyone, it's been about 12 hours. Anyone who wants to take any actions mechanically can.
Can I come and try and grapple Bigby like out of it?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's a 9 plus 11. That's a dirty 20. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, not a dirty 20. An 18.
18.
Yeah.
That'll do it for Big Ben.
Yeah.
You reach in, you grab Big Ben. You're going to take a little bit of damage. You take 8 slashing damage as
Trucel's
Triceratops
gonna
run
kill
over
me.
your hands. But you pull Bigby out of this, what looks almost like glitter or spark or just flashes of light as thousands of tiny bits of mirror fly onto him, Titus. You pull him out, Titus vanishes.
Are you okay? I'll let you finish eating if you want.
No, not really.
Does it look like he's covered in lacerations?
It does. In fact, Bigby, you've currently got
Such a cute strawberry.
Marty bought it for me.
15 hit points. You've been taking slashing damages from teleport to knock you out.
Have I got any pieces of mirror lodged inside me?
Doesn't seem like it on examination. You kind of check quickly, doesn't seem like it, just surface level cuts all over you.
Thank God for that. I was going to get that mirror in the eye thing.
Oh god.
None of it. What if it gets into your bloodstream?
It's fine.
Food glass.
Actually, probably give you superpowers.
Well, the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It gives you fucked glass eating damage.
But you can cast locate objects, so you know. And you
I
see-
can
and-
find the shards
and you see
inside
with-
my
with
own
the sound of
intestine.
cracking the glass, Titus disappears. As does the mirror.
Son of a bitch.
Who's that?
Piece of shit.
I come wandering out of the kitchen with my coffee.
Yeah.
Supposed to help me with an investigation, and he just stole my piece of mirror.
He was searching for the mirror too.
Yeah.
Mordred just pats down in his cloak where he's got the...
You can feel it.
Okay.
Okay. This is fine.
Can we update Bigby on the situation?
Yeah, for sure. So, update. Frankenstein has a wife and a child. Wife's name's Elizabeth. Kid's name seems to be
Alphonse.
Alphonse. They're staying in this house temporarily before Frankenstein moves on.
It looks much nicer than it actually is.
His lab is probably down through this hatch, we think. Creature went berserk. They've subdued it. That's about that. They tried a couple of things to investigate if there's anything around to find. Didn't get very good checks, but also...
So we haven't found Frankenstein.
Haven't seen
so-
that. By all accounts, he's working.
But we
in the
think
lab.
he might be in there.
Oh, okay.
Because the wife didn't know where he
And we're having an ethical
Just didn't
debate
say.
of whether the creature should kill Frankenstein. We're team creature shouldn't kill Frankenstein.
Well, I'm team hear him out. Might be a reason behind it. But if it's a good enough reason, you can kill him.
I'm like, yeah.
So we're
I like
Sounds
the idea of
reasonable.
figuring it out too.
hear him out first. Then we'll
This
make
is
a
But if he
decision.
doesn't have a good reason, then just like let the creature go. If
Um,
the creature's willing to forgive him, then yeah.
I'm
great.
just
If
like
not,
creating mutated life forms that live entirely in the shadows, hated by everyone and feared by everyone they come into contact with, is not the greatest of creations.
Yeah,
And if I get the opportunity to murder the one that did this to me, then I shall do so joyfully. And therefore, if our friend here wishes my assistance in wreaking revenge on the one that did that to him, he has my spells.
someone might want to do a first aid healing thing.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, do we have to heal Bigby? No.
You don't have to. But,
I've come out I've come out the kitchen with my
We're about
coffee,
to
and
go
I'm
into
like,
another
oh.
Come out of your kitchen and
Oh.
make these
I
Anyone
think
here
the
who's
I'll
healthy?
heal
scientist is
I'm
downstairs.
with
Do
him,
that
so
what
I'll
you
heal
will.
him. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
That's the second of the night. This is insane.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Very
26
Mordred.
or 36.
36, so
Um,
that's a crit success. That's 48
So,
plus whatever
crit.
you add.
Oh, he's 48. That's
48.
incredible.
You can roll if you like, but bigger, that'll get you back to full.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you roll 4 ones, but even then you still add 18, don't you?
Yeah, no, he's full health.
Yeah. Healing is great. Awesome. Anyone want to do any other actions before you head down to this subterranean? Down this corridor.
Thanks, Mordred.
No, I've got my AC
Good
up
to
to
be
the giddy heights of 15 with coffee.
I wasn't gone for long.
You were
15.
You were most of the day.
Of the one.
What?
You've been on most of today.
I was gone like 10 minutes.
You were gone hours.
Hours. Adrian came
Mirror
and
is
found us.
trippy as shit. Oh, what'd you see in the mirror?
No, you spoke to us after we did the mirror, right?
Yep, you're
Oh,
teamed
yeah,
up after the mirror
yeah.
and then spread out.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Could I attempt to use my Glean Law feature to try and figure out what happened to Biffy and why the time's gone all fucky-wucky around?
Yeah, give it a go.
So that's a religion check for me if I'm using Glean Law.
Mhm.
I'm going to use this one because I'm getting 20s with it. So, 18.
18. You're going to not like this answer. It sounds like chronomancy.
Mm.
It sounds like time magic.
Time magic.
In fact, actually, with an 18, you've heard, you're a spellcaster, you've heard warnings, that if you screw up a teleport spell, sometimes you don't just move through time. Sometimes you don't just move through space, sometimes you drift. Usually not very far. Some people, though, have been known to drift a very, very long time indeed.
Looks like a bad case of chronomancy.
Went too close to one of those big suns or black holes or something. Stole hours from it. At least it wasn't years, but it was still.
Yeah, it's actually been years.
It's been 40
Mordred's like 50 years old.
Alright, if no one has anything else they want to do, you head through, open these enormous wooden doors to the basement.
I'll be staying with the creature.
Yep.
Possible.
You see they go to take the lead.
I'll keep pace.
Cool. Heading down this set of stairs, and this dank, dark corridor that seems to extend quite a ways.
And I cast the light.
Yeah, for sure. You got a couple of rats near the end. Run out of the way. You follow that along.
That's not very sanitary for science.
Seems to go for a little bit until you come across a large solid steel door.
I'll
The creature tries it. The creature lifts it up a little bit and says, "It is unlocked. Are we ready?"
Raise one
Maybe
back.
we can knock first.
Very well. You see, raises a chest-sized fist. Bang! Bang! Bang!
Doesn't punch a hole through the door.
He doesn't punch a hole through the door.
buckles it slightly.
Yes, they're dead.
Bits of dust fall from the ceiling as it bangs. And then flings open the door. Inside, you see a great underground. Raised platforms on either side with huge. It's a bit dark, so you can see it.
Oh.
That's cool. Let's just watch the funky.
Like
How much-
Tesla coils or something?
How much life does the monster thing have?
I was barely damaged.
Cool. Can I hide behind it?
Absolutely. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's
It's,
good.
that's- bookshelves up top, and you see, yes, massive Tesla coils. These fields are areas in which just random bits of lightning striking randomly. As you see further down, a coffin, and then you see sitting at a desk at the front here, facing away. Sorry, not sitting at a desk, standing over the body of what looks similar to your friend, another creature, another construct, sitting on a slab. This one, however, closer to human size, but not much. Still far too big. And around it, these strange, huddled masses, backwards feet, bits of metal where there should be bone. These lesser creatures, if you like.
Sequels are never
Meredith.
as good as the original.
Absolutely.
And I look at Mordred and go, do not tell me the one who did this does not deserve to die.
And you see the
Merida
man
will
himself,
kind of join you on that and turn and looking at everything that is around.
you see frantically doing stitches along the main chest of the thing on the slab. You see a pale man in his late 30s, dark hair, gaunt face, bags under his eyes,
Cracking open the lens.
plastic leather apron on him, nicks all over his hands, hurriedly stitching. And as you see as the door opens, he turns around and says, "Ah!" He looks out across at the six of you, and you all look over to him. Does anyone say it?
Are you
Hey.
Victor? Oh no, do you want to say? No, you go first.
Hey, Frankie, we brought your old bud back.
Merida will roll her eyes at that. Fancy it, it's fine.
You see he's standing there halfway through a stitch, going just up this section like you'd see on an autopsy. As you see he calls, as you see he looks over and calls back. Are you here to kill me?
Yep.
We're not here to kill you.
Depends on what you have to say.
Some of us are undecided.
Yeah, depends on what you have to say for
You
yourself.
see the metal-scarred creatures twitching a little bit, scuttling around on all fours, backwards hands, double. You see one of them has a knee where it should have an elbow.
This unsettles
Camille
Merida
is somewhat
deeply.
fascinated by it to a small extent.
Oh,
Mind
it's
you,
strange, man.
I haven't met Frankenstein before. I was away when that happened.
Yeah.
But I asked, so was our friend here just a prototype?
You see the creature at that point stops stooping and stands up to their full height. You see Frankenstein says back quietly but simply, "My greatest work. And my most terrible."
And these?
You see he says, I knew you'd come for me. Eventually, I worried you would find me when I was unprepared. They were unsavory but necessary for my protection.
Why did you leave him? Why did you create such a life and abandon him?
You see, he goes back. I wasn't ready. It didn't work. It wasn't. It couldn't.
It couldn't what?
And you see at that point the creature ooze through the roof. Speak. You see Frankenstein at that point drops the things his way around, scuttles behind the slab of the larger creature on it, and begins pulling switches and plugging things. Would anyone like to start combat at this point? You don't have to.
Merida?
Kind of sounds like a deadbeat dad.
The vibe that you get from him is, he certainly doesn't seem like a mastermind here.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy Don.
You can do a perception check if you like to try to sense motive.
Yeah, Merida.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Can I try and call out to him
Yeah.
again? And I'll say, Frankenstein, please, we don't want to have to kill you. We want to resolve things between you two.
I got a 22.
22? 22, you feel he's afraid.
He's scared.
You see, he kind of looks over the slab and you see he says, I don't want to die. Is it listening to you?
Yeah.
Ask it to wait in the hall and maybe we can talk this over.
Stop calling him an it. He's a person.
Ask him to wait in the hall and maybe we can talk about
No,
this.
anything you can say to us, you can say with him present too.
You've cast him out his whole life. He deserves to hear what you have to say.
Looks at him and says, very well. I have 250 silver pieces down here. If you stab it in the back of the neck, it should prove to decommission it.
Why don't you give the 250 silver pieces to him for alimony payments?
You see he, again, kind of pokes his head behind the slab. And you see he says, I don't think he'll let me leave.
Oh, the Frankenstein's nice guy.
Yeah.
What are we calling him now?
Friend.
Friend.
Just friend.
Hey, friend. What do you say? 250? You good? Did you walk away with 250?
You
Leave
see-
him alone?
You see, holding his hands, white knuckles, sweat on his brow in this horrid yellow, sickly colour. As you see, he turns to you and he says, What would you value your life at? More or less than 250 pieces?
What do you like doing besides being angry?
Has he told us the reason behind his creation?
You see the picture of something says. He says, Victor did not see fit to grant me much else. As you saw before, anger is hard for me to avoid and always
I feel like at this point, Meredith, take a couple of steps forward towards the doctor
I have an idea.
and kind of gesture around to the whole room and just be like, so what is all this for? Why create him and leave him and come and create more beings? Kind of looking around, kind of nervously, but also like staring at him like, come on, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Get your group together.
Chris, did you have something as well?
It's Dr. Frankenstein. Perhaps there's a way you can remedy your past mistakes. Could you perhaps build another as a friend or companion to our friend here, so he could no longer be alone. He could live his life with. I haven't even read Frankenstein, so I don't even know.
This is what the creature wants.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm just taking a stab in
In
the
the
dark.
book.
Well, having a brother didn't work out too well for me.
Well,
Give us a diplomacy check.
build him a wife or something.
Diplomacy check. I won't need a diplomacy. You see, he says, as I said, the smaller a protection. This was a hoax at something better.
That's a 17.
17 is not going to cut it, unfortunately, guys. Like diffusing the situation.
Better for what?
Give us 2 seconds. Yeah, you see, he does say though. You see the creature. Says, no, I would not have another unusual spirit. Fumbling for me.
What? Then what's that thing that you're making?
So creature says that.
Creature
Oh,
says don't
sorry.
make anything else.
Don't make anything else like it. You see Frankenstein replying to you, and so he says, I knew I. You see, kind of, and also trying to address sort of the creature. I knew I couldn't. I knew I couldn't mend you. The mind, once it's started, cannot be stopped without, well, death. But I thought perhaps, if I could make another, perhaps it would understand better and could reason with you, or failing that, otherwise.
You could like build him a fembot like in Austin Powers.
Awful.
After Victor says that, I'll say, our friend can reason just fine. He can think on his own. He doesn't need improving. Can I attempt a diplomacy check?
Okay, sure. What's your intention, sir? To just diffuse the situation?
Diffuse the situation.
Yeah, go for it.
And that's no joke. My
Another
third
nat
nat 20
20.
of the night. This
Nice.
is my best stat ever.
For a total of?
That'll be a 31, but then increased by.
Yeah. 31, critical 31.
Yep.
Okay,
Nice.
that will do it. So that drops this from knife point on the edge of violence to uneasy conversation. You see, Victor says, kind of again, almost addressing the creature more than you. Is it true? The powers of reason, and you see how the creature again doesn't respond, just white knuckles, gritting teeth, breathing very rhythmically. Seems to try to prevent itself from going into that stage you saw it in. As you see, Frankenstein says, if he is indeed capable of reason, I suppose there would be no worsening the situation if we talked.
Yeah.
Can I get like Sean as well, just to like curl up against Frankenstein?
Yeah,
Against the monster, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe just to give it a bit of like calm
An
down
emotional
vibes,
support
you know.
animal.
I'll tell you mechanically, I'm making checks for it at the moment to not go into a berserk. I'll
Yeah.
add 2 for sure.
Yeah, like you know how cats can do that little
Yeah,
vibrating
absolutely.
thing where they
Emotion
yeah,
support.
that thing. Slurring.
Yeah, awesome. That'll go a
You
long
see,
way.
I was going to let him have Ultimate, and then I'm like, oh, that might like
Maybe not.
that
be
might
bad.
like just look like his ham.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
We'll go looking.
We wanted to stop making new creatures as well, don't we?
I mean, yeah.
Make one more. For old time's sake.
Does he
Do we
start
know
to
the
approach
monster?
or anything?
He doesn't come very far. You see, he comes kind of the top of this podium here. And at the beginning of perception check and everything else, you see these Tesla coils, lightning coming through, lots of wires coming this side, this one at the back, springing between what look to be two
that's a
metal
crit.
silos. One over that, you see at the table at the backs of the room, there's quite a number of dead bodies.
For context, when you first met Doctor, have you met Dr.
No.
Victor
No.
before?
No, they just
So we met the monster,
Okay.
and then
Fair enough. And do we
only
know
met
for like could we perceive by meeting the monster that it was like a dead body reincarnated?
it looked to be made
Yeah.
of other people. Yeah.
yeah, it was like mixed match pieces.
Yes. So yes, so is the answer to that question.
Alright.
It seems to be.
So there's
It's
a
certainly
lot
not like mechanical or conjured like some animal.
of,
It's stitched together.
do you point that out to everyone?
Yeah, of course. So I just asked because I say I don't know all the backstory for how we met this
No,
monster.
it was
That's
just in the back of the caravans. Drizella said, I'm looking for. Because I know Drizella mentioned looking for the person who put the curse on them, and they made a deal to help each other.
Right, fair enough.
Merida will take another step forward towards the doctor,
Mhm.
and be like, and say, how much death has to come in order for you to complete your goal?
You see, he becomes really indignant. He's like, I've never killed anyone.
Well, where did you get all these bodies?
Graveyards, hospitals, the dead are in no short supply.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that he's
perception.
recording them.
I don't really have an ethical dilemma here.
What was it, sorry?
Perception.
Have you learned anything about the
7.
human body from your research?
You see, not since it's mine. My methods of healing will be invaluable once they're finished.
That's what I figured.
What's the chapter?
11.
I was going to make like a boss doctor, like a medical
15.
doctor.
15. 15 is
He's already
I suppose you can pass on.
These are so uneasy.
You see, as you finish walking, you see he also says to you, that's close enough. And you see one of the other creations scuttles looks towards you.
Does it appear these things are like, you know how it's patched together, these creatures? Are they like transracial as well? Can we see like a bit of elf and a bit of human
Oh, yeah,
and a
for
bit
sure.
of dwarf sort of
Yeah,
thing?
one of them seems to have a lizard folk tail.
Yeah.
There you see an elf ears, you see a tiefling horn.
Yeah.
You see what looks to be like one of them has a leg that's too short, like from like a halfling or something.
Unlucky.
That's just clumsy. Lazy.
Sad mockery of life.
Yeah.
I guess
How
legs are
far
hard to
away
come
are
by.
we?
You at the back of the hall, 75
It's like a seed in Toy Story.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Frankenstein,
that's literally
smaller
what
creatures,
Sid
big
was
ones.
always supposed to be.
Okay.
So, like a weird Frankenstein.
I say to the monster, I will follow your lead. If you lose control, I will cleanse his flesh from his bones, and you can use it as you will.
Thank you, Giselle.
Use it
You
as you
see-
will. Like
you
a
see
She
he
used this
says,
spell very readily.
I have complete control. You see, he yells across the room and says, Victor, I would speak with you. And you see he starts to very slowly walk up the hall.
I walk
I'll
with
walk
him.
next to him.
You both- you see-
Angel and devil.
you see, as you start, you simply say,
More neutral. More
I'm
neutral.
keeping my eye on the doctor as I hear.
I'm not sure if I actually
you
got
see he
cleansed up. I
turns to
think
both
he's
of
done.
you and he says, this I must do.
Can I cast guidance on him?
I tried that and it didn't.
While he was
Oh, while he was raging. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense.
Effectively, he was just an enemy.
I'll just raise my hand to cast guidance and I'll say, good luck. Just remember, you're more than what he made you to be.
And
Nice.
Gisela,
Good
do
line.
you fall back? Do you go with?
I go with.
Merida, you see, as he comes up, you see he says to you, I must do this.
Mary will turn to him and say, we'll be right outside.
Wonderful.
And then kind of shoot that kind of glare at the doctor.
Alright, you see, he crosses to the doctor. Gisela, you're up there. Merida, you head back. Water, you're a little bit forward. Victor, you're in the ring. Okay, you see, he goes over to the doctor, looks at him. So the doctor fearfully looks at him, and he says, Scarring has settled well. You speak remarkably. You see, the creature says, yes. Brought me into this world, knowing nothing. As he extends his arms out and moves towards the doctor.
Oh no.
The both of you right now are going to make me a diplomacy check to see which of you has had a big influence on the creature.
Oh, that were you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Diplomacy, not my
20.
strong suit.
Gisela, do you have any
we
other
wanna
skills?
do
You're
a-
welcome to use.
Oh no, it's fine. I'll use
You wanna
diplomacy.
contest
You're welcome
it
to
here?
use deception.
Do we want to contest it in the public box?
Deception? I'm not deceiving you.
No,
No, it's fine.
No, you go. I want to see what I
Right,
gotta
at the
be.
same time.
I want to see
At
what
the
I
same
gotta
time.
No!
Pure play.
You see.
Pure play.
Try again.
That's better.
Plus 11.
So 27.
Beat that.
That'll be fine.
That's it.
No, you would.
Sorry, I'm fine.
Thank God for the hero point.
Gisela,
Oh my God,
you
that's
see for a
natural
moment
one.
the anger on his face as it lessens as he embraces the doctor and does not crush him.
Sorry.
No,
Little tear runs down Mordred's face.
Merida will also shed a small tear and
Sneezes
be
and
like,
accidentally smashes it.
hopefully this could be the reunion that her
shit.
mother and her can have. So there is still hope.
That ends the encounter. The combat's done. We're all still acting. You see the creature that steps back and see Victor says, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You see Victor then,
Arms.
Take emotional
horribly
damage.
Skulls back, pulls out the charging cords from the back of the slab. Whatever was going to happen there doesn't trigger.
Good. Whatever that was.
What to say?
Love.
Yeah, he was totally
Oh, no,
gonna
sorry,
kill
not
his
that.
love. Yeah, totally.
And you see, the Tesla coils one by one, bang, bang, all shut down as the charger is turned off. What is everyone going to do?
With a sigh of relief, first of all. Apologize to the doctor for sending his wife and kid running.
No, I'm not mentioning that.
Can I step forward and say something
Yeah, of
after
course.
seeing them embrace?
Mm.
I'll say to Victor, there are many mysteries to explore in your life. One of them is fatherhood. You have a son, you have your creation. Perhaps you can raise them as a family.
You see, he looks quizzically at you and the creature and says, "An odd family, but
A family
Perhaps. I'm sure the world has taught me many things, but perhaps I could try and amend that which I first learned."
Sorry.
That's a win. That's a win for Morgan.
Mordred gets a win.
Finally.
There is good in people.
This is worth dying twice, almost. This is worth the potential death.
After failing to convince anyone to not kill someone for the entire campaign,
I'll
you
take that,
finally
I'll
got
take it.
something.
Take a win.
It's like I'm at the party. Hold on. It's the
I'm
best
gonna have
day
2
ever.
glasses of milk tonight.
Watch out. Watch out. She'll have a double chocolate cookie with it, not just a regular chocolate.
You see, the doctor says, in fact, he doesn't. What's everyone doing? Are you planning to stay? Are you going to head off? Are you going to say goodbyes? What's the general attitude?
Definitely say goodbyes.
Say our goodbyes, I reckon.
Friend.
Give them an option to reach out when they need.
You may need to speak with your wife.
You see, he says, I imagine if you all came to my door, the invisibility pendant I gave her came much help.
Invisibility did play a part.
Is she okay?
She is safe. We got her out of there safely. She and your son is fine.
And you see the creature says, I must apologize for your furniture.
It was poor quality.
Does
Worry not.
less to carry on your journey.
I'm sure it's still cheaper than the 250 silver.
You see he begins to say thank you. You see, as you're saying, you see he says, I believe I may have made a promise I cannot keep a moment ago in the hopes of extending my life. I am not much. But please allow me to thank you with goods that are well worth them. And you see he gives you a winter wolf elixir, a silver tongue mutagen, and a quicksilver. I'm chucking them in the chat. They're standard items. You can have a look at what they do in a moment. Caps.
Winter wolf elixir sounds like something for Big B.
Yeah.
Not knowing what that does.
I think it's just cold resistance.
Oh. Yeah, looks like it.
Turns my fur white.
This elixir warms your core and improves your circulation for 24 hours. Protected from the effects of severe cold. Is it a lesser, a moderate, or a greater elixir?
Lesser. They're all lessers. In general, I'll let you know if something's better than lesser.
Can I say to Frankenstein, you don't need to give us anything, but perhaps there is someone you need to give something to. A name. And I'll look at the creature.
You see the creature nods and he says, yes, I suppose the first of many things I should have done. I hope you can come to forgive me in time, Adam. So the creature stands in between and says, Adam. Yes. In time, perhaps I can. The other thing that Frankenstein gives you is, you see, he says to you, you're a metacaster, yes.
She nods.
I plan to release my notes on human anatomy soon, but I'd be willing to give you a preview if you liked. You see, he digs around on the desk.
Sorry, that just sounds like a proposition.
Perhaps I could give you a advanced collection of notes I have applied on to speed up the healing process. And he gives you a stack of binding papers that are notes on healing. In your downtime, you can turn these into an item.
Okay.
You can turn these into healer's gloves.
Awesome.
So feel free to chuck them in your inventory now, just while we're doing
Yep,
items.
and do it in downtime. Yeah.
While he's getting through those notes, Sibylla, with that crit success on perception earlier, you notice something that catches your eye that is familiar on his desk.
Mhm.
You notice several bits of paper all stacked next to each other.
They're clean and white.
No.
They're not the one. You see the edges are burnt.
They never
slightly.
show any sign of blood.
Oh, the cleaners.
Oh my god.
I think I added them to my list.
You recognise several bits of paper. This top one, which reads "contract of," you recognise to be the same as a certain contract you possess.
Uh-oh.
That you all signed in an inn sometime ago. You might want to share that one around. There's quite a bit there. Before you get too deep in that, does Sibylla go and grab that?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah. Are you trying to do that stealthily at all?
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool. Give us a stealth check.
17.
You see Frankenstein doesn't seem to notice.
This isn't signed by us.
Oh no.
And as you reach the bottom,
This is
there's
fine,
a
but-
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
oh no. Sorry.
This is signed by just. Oh, hang on. Can I let you go out of game? Can I let you know, or does I have to wait till in game?
you can do this now if you like. Is Sibylla piecing this contract together on the desk in the laboratory?
Or do we
So
want to wait until we get somewhere else?
Give us another stealth check.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
Are you
same
doing this in a
contract.
separate-
I'm going to be an absolute pain. Can you give me a stealth check just now?
oh, my apologies, mate.
That's all right.
22.
Still seems to go.
Who?
Is anyone else saying anything to Frankenstein while this is going on?
Apart from the conversation we're just having, probably not.
Merida will ask if the experiments are over. Like, what does he plan to do with the rest of these remains and these creatures that he has here?
You see, he says these, and points to the
These are
three smaller ones,
They're not us.
live only a matter of weeks. They are
the same
more like
contract,
a ghoul or a zombie than
Yes. I take it the bodies that he's got here are probably these people.
hard to say.
Can we look at the bodies?
Well, we
you
don't
can
know
look at the
about
bodies,
this
but you
yet.
don't really know anything about those people.
We also don't know about those people yet.
Give me a
What did you-
society check.
Society check.
Sibylla!
24.
Oh, wow.
You see one of the heads of these things has a large horn and a patch of red skin.
Salinar the Red.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Is the rest of the contract the same?
Uh,
Are you gonna involve any of the rest of us in this
no, like I'm just piecing
I mean,
together.
we could do it after we leave.
Yeah.
At this point, you need another stealth check to continue working on
Yeah,
this
if
in
you-
the lab.
Yeah.
Or
I would
I'm just gonna-
stealth,
I'm
or
gonna
a stealth check of a
stealth-
higher DC.
I'm gonna stealthily
Can I make a
stash
perception to
this
see if
in
I
my.
notice him doing as well?
Go for it. Thievery to stash it, actually, sorry.
That wasn't good.
Hero
12.
point.
12.
Hero point.
I also got
I've already used it.
Oh, you've used it. Do you want
Yeah.
my hero point?
You see, as you start putting that in your pockets, perception,
I got 12 as well.
you unfortunately don't clock it for 12. Frankenstein does, however. You see what's over and says, my apologies, I only meant to share the notes with your Metacaster friend now. I'd rather need to keep those ones, thank you.
And I think we'll have I'll keep these, to be honest.
I'm rather afraid I must insist.
What are you hiding?
My
Yes.
personal business.
Personal business, hey?
Yes. And you see, he walks over and physically starts picking up the pieces that you haven't got on the desk.
Are
Can
you?
I put this one away?
Give us another thievery check.
Hero point, hero point, hero
I
point.
don't
He doesn't
any
have
more.
one.
You
You
only
said
get one
mine.
hero points.
Can I
I'm
use
afraid
some?
that's not how they work.
Oh.
You can help.
No, I'm
you can
fine.
help in two different ways. You can do a thievery check. You can also make a distraction, which is a deception check.
I'll make a distraction.
Wonderful. Give us deception.
I'm thinking I might summon a viper around his throat, but
That would
They've-
definitely make a distraction.
they've just made friends,
Could
so
I
she'd be.
not him to give -3 perception?
Does that lower perception?
Yeah, it does. It
You-
says it gives a
15.
-3 perception.
You can.
23.
That will increase their. That will increase their unhelpfulness roll.
20,
Oh, okay.
You can, but
23.
23 is a success, so that brings whatever your thievery check was up by 1. So that makes it to a 14.
I got a 9, so I can play that.
So that drops it down to about what it was. You see Frankenstein says, and that letter is not addressed to you.
I'm gonna just snatch it away.
Can I take out our contract?
We did such a
looks
good
the
job
same.
not getting in a fight with this guy.
Oh. Mordred
still
takes out the
fighting.
contract that looks the same. I think we'll be having that.
Pallid white in his face, as you see, he says, I'm so terribly sorry.
I'm not. What happened to Muriel, Kipper,
Muriel.
Ciara, and Liana, and Salinar,
Yeah, what
and
do you-
Tobias?
I think they are these people.
Anyone want to give me a perception check?
Oh god, you've got to kill us.
Plus, I really want to open this wax seal.
18.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
25.
18, 25,
18.
18. Three of you all notice his eyes flicker around the creations
Mm.
Hmm.
when you ask what happened to X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Are we from the other week? Are we worried that this, because we'd heard all about fiendish pacts that might
two
have been
of
done in Low Marsh,
Yeah.
and what do you know of this contract, and what would be your role in dealing with people who have signed it?
You see his demeanor has changed entirely.
Mm-hmm.
You see he says, you see my hands are familiar, they're very calmly at his side. He says, I am very sorry about what has happened. I think it best you left here. You can take that if you like.
Thank you. We shall.
The contract or the letter?
Both.
Both?
Nods.
I'm just speaking on his behalf. My intimidating midget gnome is really going to be the
And I
put him in his place.
turn to Adam and say, "We will always come if you need us."
You see Adam looks confused, looks to all of you, looks to Frankenstein. Does anyone kind of looks like they're deciding what to do? Does anyone want to say anything in that moment?
Can I say, we're always your friends, now and forever, but we can't be your friends.
I have no idea what your father may or may not have been caught up in, but it is clear that you may be welcome here, but we are not.
You see he nods. You see he comes to he gives you each a hug in turn. You see Drizella when he does to you, he says quietly into your ear, if he has wronged you through these actions, I will make it right.
And if he and if he should wrong you again, you only need to call.
I've got soot on my hands. Did you really go to town with a cigarette lighter on
I
this? or
burnt them.
something?
Write them all by
And-
hand.
Took
Wow.
half an hour. Great fun.
I will assist you in the future as I would assist you now.
You see he nods. You see he says, if you have need of me, and says to all of you, if you ever have need of me, send word. I shall come. And you all head off. You have sealed letter, you have contract.
Question: Is
Yeah.
sealed letter sealed with a stampy, like
It
sigilly
is sealed with
heraldry
a
thing?
stampy,
Can I do
sigil
a
heraldry thing.
heraldry?
Yeah, give us a check.
Did it go in a letterbox? You go to architecture law on the letterbox.
So it's a rose symbol.
Plus 7, so 21.
In reality, it's a rose symbol. In the fiction of the world, you see it is two pieces of what look to be like grain or wheat, kind of sort of
Memphis.
forming a circle.
That's Memphis symbol.
Can I open it?
You certainly can. I'm going to assume you all head to a inn or something.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
you
say,
can all
we
dig
need
into
to-
that if you like.
Yeah.
Might need to close some laptops or something to make some room for all that.
Oh yeah, you guys
contrast
can go to
space.
town with
Yeah,
this stuff.
let's piece it together.
These are together.
Why don't we get the spare table?
Oh, that's a good idea.
The contract
There's room over
piecing.
here as well.
The contract piecing table.
There's
Move
bits
all
missing
the
from
things
it, by
over
the way.
here.
It should be.
There's probably more room behind.
There you go. We'll go piece it over.
We're doing it here.
Dear Mr. Potter, you've been accepted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Nah, they'll get it done in no time.
Those are the pros.
Don't want too many chefs in the kitchen.
Come.
I'll help you with this letter thing that you're going on. Oh, what kind of adventure are you going on right now? Come over here.
The greatest mystery of all, deciphering my handwriting.
Oh, it can't be worse than my dad's.
The two redheads are gonna
Oh, this is
get
easy.
together. Here we go. Oh, hang on. This is like 4 separate. Big deal. I found a better lot for the job. Get rid of the spare.
We were going to be next.
Lower
we were gonna be
cipher.
next.
Unless we were the spare.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. We were the better lot,
We were
and
the
they
better
were
lot.
they were the
Yeah,
spare.
they were the spare.
As agreed, here is the third of
Yes,
my
we do.
books.
Just get
That's
it.
a smart.
Do as you will
That's
with
the
it.
investigation.
Sure, only you open it. Things will get a little hot.
I believe that was the filled out one. Let's check it out.
Or if you fail me, Victor,
Oh, that's the.
Yes.
the falling is not for you. It is for your successor
Do I
and friend.
recognize any of these signatures?
Oh.
Which signatures?
And when you 5 or 6 or however many you are now, get yourselves some down.
No.
There's
I
that.
mean, give me a check.
There's that.
You did Helen's.
Yeah,
What's the sign name?
that would be something I'd help my dad with.
So we're here. So
What did you say?
looking
Uh,
glass.
use your laws plus
Silver
7.
lady. Silver lady.
Yeah.
Looking glass. We have rejected love that. So.
Um, 11. So 18.
18?
Yeah.
You remember you've seen a similar signature before.
Yeah.
On a contract.
It says MC, Memphis Cadmore.
Oh, there's another. I was
There's a letter too.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on the law.
We might need to collaborate.
Yeah, we might need to collaborate once you've finished your
There's
puzzle.
limited space here, guys.
Do you want to come over to the space?
And when you 5 or 6, or however many you
I'll
are,
get out the way.
now,
then.
get yourselves some down silver weapons. Dawn silver? Worn silver?
Dawn silver.
Dawn silver weapons.
Leave.
Love.
Oh, leave. Love?
Love MC. That's nice. And says he's not.
Agent shall risk. Yeah, agent shall refrain from
Backwards crown is something to you.
Is to
The law?
stay dull. Stay.
The backwards crown is something to you. Stay dull.
Being to you.
These two.
So hard.
These 2 words I can't.
Line.
Backwards crown is the backwards crown is lying to you. Stay.
Yeah, that connects there because that's the employer further extend.
Tall. Well. Is this meant to be cryptic or
Yes,
is
this is meant to be going.
okay, no, but I mean, like, is the handwriting meant to be cryptic? Oh, damn it.
If you can imagine, like, ridiculously fancy calligraphy, which I can't do, so that's the
Yeah.
next best.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Backwards being is lying to you. Stay.
This all goes together. Yeah, agent
No, is it all by the same person? No, Louis Cypher. Who's MC? You and MC is?
Louis
Yeah.
Cypher.
Yeah.
No, Memphis Cadwaller.
Memphis. He was the gnome.
Yeah, he's the one that
the
was.
gnome that
He's the
signed
one we
contract
signed
for?
the contract with.
Yeah.
Have we come across a Louis Cypher?
I don't think so. Have we?
A little cipher? No, or a little cipher?
Can I
You
do?
can roll a
Can I
history
do?
check.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, history, you can roll a society check. Use genealogy roll if you like.
I've got +9 to society.
Oh, well, that's it.
And
Only when you use
13
rolls
on the
and
dice.
So 22.
Is this letter in practice meant to be 4 letters as they go off?
No, the thing you found in there, exactly as it was, is what you found. So it's stuck together in places and that sort of thing. You might find.
So it's like a
lead
trail.
as it was.
Okay.
22, you don't know a Lewis or a Louis cipher. The cipher name doesn't mean much to you, and last names are usually significant.
Yeah.
It's odd that you don't.
Okay, so it's odd that I don't
Maybe it's a
know
fake
this
name.
person.
So that's the second page.
Okay, fake name is a
Well, this
right
is-
the right letters in the wrong order.
No, because a cipher is a puzzle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wrong letter, right letters, wrong order. The cipher.
I don't think
Is that what a
Louis
cipher
can be
is?
an anagram.
Between.
Yeah, but the whole thing could be an anagram.
We go.
Is that? Am I correct in that what ciphers are?
Ciphers are method
can
of
be.
encoding. So anagrams can be ciphers, but circumvention
So it can be like words spelling one word but meaning another.
So ciphers can be encoding stuff, so like using Fs to represent
So like
M's and then
like
all
as
that sort of thing.
like the Doctor Who with Susan Triad.
That's an anagram.
That's an anagram. Okay, that's why.
Anagrams
That's why I was
are-
like, I got it
anagrams-
right.
Ciphers, anagrams.
Yes.
Anagrams are a type.
They're types.
See what the computer says.
Right.
Because Sibylla would have the internet.
So, Victor, the falling.
Message written in secret code.
You're successful.
Is
Your successor, something friends.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah, of course.
That way I can.
This is payment terms.
That's the first page.
That's
There.
there.
Yep. Okay, that's the first page. Got that.
Which is that was the top
So,
there, and then the F.
so we don't know that signature. Right,
And there. Well, the and that's goes in there. Yep. And then goes up there.
And then that's
The
the
backwards.
question.
They say that
Congratulations! You have unlocked the easier to read version. That is that is exactly the copy, but not in pieces. But before you
Question.
go to that, you should show the other two.
Question.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Susie, that's a completer finisher.
I would let you make an intelligence check to solve that. I would expect you to.
well, that
Okay,
but
what's
it
this?
was also would
I believe
Merida
it's a
sort of
cipher.
have
It's a
some
bunch
sort
of
of
letters
understanding of how ciphers
and
work.
it's fixed on.
No, Babylon.
Like the
With
family would
Ivory.
use ciphers.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably your family wouldn't. The messengers your family employs.
Interesting. We have a single
Yeah.
lady.
By the time you get them, they're already
No.
cracked.
And then it's
Yeah.
got some notes on
Okay,
the
We've
back.
got
These are
ours.
your
Oh,
father.
yeah.
The backwards crown. Well, crown
The
back.
backwards crown. I
Crown.
think.
Crown. Well, what's crown backwards? I thought it was cram and it might be mark.
NWO.
It's a new world order.
The New World Order of Orcs.
Hulk Hogan. Alright, I'll read this while you.
Suffer penalties for fade.
We have
I like
two.
it.
Yeah. These penalties for fade.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
We don't know about crowns. Would the backwards
We put Kieran's
Brian?
fancy signature.
potentially?
No, that's your contract.
I don't know what
Emma has.
Is it the same as our contract, or is it very different?
Between bridge on both sides.
Which are you looking at?
The backwards crown.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be some sort of like heraldry potentially?
What you do is society check
Yeah.
if that phrase means anything to you. In fact, I'm going to do a secret check for you.
Yes.
What do you
Society is
want, nine? Seems meaningless.
strict
Okay.
language.
Okay.
Backwards crown. In fact, you've heard that once used to talk about like a usurper who steals the throne.
Backwards
Alright,
crown.
I'm gonna see what the code thing is.
Okay.
So what's this code that we're
Okay, so this letter, we have a few different names and a few different signatures.
Right.
We're first going to start with the... Oh, and when you 5 or 6 or however many you are now, get yourself some Don Silver weapons. Love, MC.
Okay.
That's the
number one.
Cadwallader?
Then, Victor, the falling is not for you, it is for your...
I'm going to do you all a favour. Can I have that for a second? Just because Chris is doing something else. That's actually not how we found it.
Oh, yep.
This is how we found it.
Thank you very much.
Victor,
Alrighty. So,
we not pay.
pay your dues. I found a better lot for the job. Get rid of the spare.
Oh.
Now, I did a
Lewis
history
Cipher.
check on Lewis Cipher, and I did roll fairly high. This name means nothing.
Yeah,
This
is a fake
last name. Yeah, means nothing. Also, on the back is, as agreed, here is the third of your books. Do as you will with it, but ensure only you open it. Things will get a little hot if anyone else does, or if you fail me. Then a signature that I don't recognize either.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I might do a check.
Hang on, I saw it. I saw it.
Let me grab this.
I think the little thing there is the same.
Can we do a...
G?
Yeah.
Hold on, here's...
Oh,
it's-
2 seconds.
Yeah. It's fine.
Who's got that one? No. That's your copy. The stained one is the one you just found.
Cool.
Bye.
Can we make a signature comparison with these two names?
Any
The little double.
Signature comparison
what do you want to do, sir?
to see if it's the same
It might be the same
signature.
person.
Yeah, give me a heraldry check. Otherwise, anyone who's trained in calligraphy or calligraphy law can do it. I don't think anyone took that. I think that's one. There's a lot of
See.
rules.
16 plus, sorry, what did you say?
You'd have taken that if you'd known it was a thing.
Not over architecture. Yeah, I think I have another one. Underworld calligraphy versus Underworld.
Is
Yeah.
23.
There we go, that's my roll.
Can you pass me that?
Tails look similar. As for handwriting analysis, it's probably not something you can do without training.
Yeah.
But the tails look similar for sure. It's a distinctive style.
Okay, so it's not the same signature then.
But it
Well, it could
That's-
be, but
I'll tell you that's
Sorry.
not what I'm saying.
that's not what you're saying.
It looks
So
similar
could
enough
be-
that it's viable that it could be the same person.
Or
but
it
we
could be a
can't
forced
go without-
signature. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's that name? I don't know. I think he's just taking pictures.
Anyone like to make any other checks?
What kind of checks can we make in this situation?
You can pitch me something.
Oh, as in to do with the contracts and stuff?
Yeah, contracts, the
is
letter.
Is this contract exactly the same as what we signed?
Can
We're
I?
not in the room anymore, are we?
No, I'm assuming you've gone and going into
Yeah,
this.
The end is the same, with slight differences.
I will say also, I don't know why it's not on there. There should be a date here, which is about 2 weeks after this date.
Okay.
So your contract is 2 weeks after it.
And we know that there was pass made in the inn
Are
after
you finished with
that.
that?
You know there were 2
Oh,
packs
sorry.
made.
I was trying to get a.
Okay, so then we
Scan
got
of
to
it.
that one.
It
Then
didn't
we
quite work.
open up. And then it goes to the. And when you 5 or 6 or however many you are now, get yourself some Don Silver weapons. Love MC. Victor, the falling is not for you; it is for your successor.
So this
some
one is for
owl
them.
successor owl friends
And friends.
and friends.
So from the sounds of it, Victor was doing the job. Oh, sorry to take it from you. I found
There
it
is
bet a lot.
One more lot.
Oh, there's
on the
one more?
inside.
Oh.
It's on the very back of it, stuck in between the things, is a "He's not your father," and the backwards crown is lying to you. Stay something.
Say dull?
That's what we can't figure out.
That looks like a fancy L. Lol.
Yeah, it does look like a fancy L. What do you think, Bigby? What can that last word be there? But so it looks like
Can I see
we were.
something real quick?
So it looks like we were potentially going to be the next lot of monsters.
Well, there's 6 people on this contract,
Yeah, looks like Dalton there as well.
and they said 5 or 6,
Dull,
Yeah.
dull.
or however.
Because
So
we
it's
started
either
with
us-
5.
Yeah.
because Darian didn't sign the contract in the beginning. At the beginning, probably when they started talking about all of this, so that they're covering their tracks with 5 or 6 potentially.
I just want to use my robbing set on it to see if there's anything like underneath.
Do it.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't want to wreck it though, just in case there's
Would I
something.
be able to check any of the names on this list? Like, either for...
Is that mechanical rules?
Yeah,
By using a robbing set, you can quickly make a copy of carvings or etchings you find in your
I
explanation.
think that's more like a bit of paper and
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Yeah.
I'd let you give it a go, yeah. I'll let you use a crafting check. DC,
So for all
you
the
won't know. If you
things
crit
that they're
fail,
looking
it'll
for.
ruin the letter.
Yeah.
If you
So I did
succeed
do
at
a
that, you'll
society check. Like backwards crime is something you use as a usurper.
I'll tell you the
I
DC
heard that you used to
is
disarm
less.
usurpers in the past. So
Yeah.
So maybe crit fail equals to a less. Well, you're trained in crafting too. Oh, that's that decision, isn't it? There you go. Don't roll the net one.
Crown is...
Oh, nice today.
Does it say beam
17
to
DC
you?
is 50. So, Bigby takes the letter, uses their rubbing set. Bigby, you find that underneath some of those words, it looks like someone has sketched out what they actually are and then written a confusing text over the top. It's not crown, it's woman.
Oh,
The backwards woman. Something, and then the last word is in fact done.
Hang on, so
fate check. Can I do?
I'll let you do that same
Can I
check
just
on
read
any
that?
other messages, but you will trash it.
the
Can I
backwards
do
woman
a fate check?
is being...
So that was just on. So that was just
yeah,
on.
you can say in fact, sorry again. Do that as a secret check.
That's 7.
7.
Stay dull.
Can I make like an occultism check to see if I recognise the name of the backwards woman?
Yeah, give us occultism. What do you add to occultism?
Plus 9.
That's 9.
No help here.
Bigby, you have a realization. As you are sitting back in the inn, there's a little wash basin nearby, and you have a look at the reflection in the wash basin. And it occurs to you that when you look in a mirror, it's backwards to
Yeah, so Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Could be.
Mm.
Backwards.
That's what I was thinking too. So
Yeah.
As soon as,
It's
I, as soon as
lying.
I did the check, I was like, wait a second.
Lying about what though?
Is lying to stay dull. Could stay dull just be like avoiding reflective surfaces?
Could be.
Potentially. Or avoiding sharks because Bloody Mary. So
Do you want me to keep doing those checks on each one of those pieces of paper? Yeah. Because I will wreck it if I crit fail.
Yeah.
Which one are you doing next?
Okay. Where's the bloody...
I mean, I think it's clear from the other side what's going on here.
I think I'm going to start at the beginning.
Mhm.
So which one's the first?
Uh,
I don't remember which way it's supposed to go.
really should have written 1, 2, 3 in the little bottom corners of it.
that's a good actually. Or this. Probably.
Okay, I'm going to start with that one.
Were all of the
Okay, so it's a
items
20.
on this contract the same as the
Yeah,
items
they
on
are.
our contract?
you've got
so
your
it's just the
contract in the back
names
somewhere.
that were different?
Yeah.
The names and the date.
It's the names.
You can give me a perception check if you like as well. Anyone who wants to do a perception check for that same contract.
20 on that one.
20 on that one. No crit success. You see underneath there is new. I found a new and scrubbed for better lot for the job. Get rid of the. You see spare underneath has been erased, and it did read old.
Yeah, so that means that
These people were the replacements.
Yeah.
We were
Also,
the replacements.
Lewis
They're
Cypher,
we're
You
the
know who
better
that,
ones.
who that's what that usually is the moniker for, right?
What?
Devil, Lucifer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
Lewis
Lucifer,
Cypher.
if he calls himself
Oh my
Lewis
god!
Cypher. So we've literally signed a deal with the devil.
See, I was thinking it was right letters wrong way around, like Susan tried.
No, I think it's literally Lucifer.
Oh, shit.
I think we've literally
That is
signed a
clever.
contract with the devil.
Oh, 100% we have.
Like the devil
As,
himself.
no. As soon as what is Red Hand person
So we're gonna have to go
says,
down to Georgia and beat him.
We were-
I love that song.
But as soon as Red Hand guy said contracts and devil sign. I was like, we've just signed a contract.
When you
That
said
was us.
when you said like, oh, the name Lewis Cipher doesn't mean anything, I'm like, did you just say Lewis Cipher? I'm
With a
like, that's
heraldry
definitely
law check, it
Lucifer.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, with a heraldry
cultism
law.
check
Yeah.
would have
Would've.
given you that as well.
Can I cultism check that?
Yeah, there's some cultism.
That's only 16.
16.
I got a 26 for the thing that I was rolling for before.
There's 2 seconds on that. 16.
remember
You don't
what
pick up
I
with
was
16.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Whether you want to believe it or not, you can cultism check to try to confirm your knowledge in character, but I'm happy for you to make that.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
make
so
that
this
check.
I don't
final
remember
one.
what I was. What I was
That's a
rolling
17
for.
as well.
Can't do much for them, so.
Yeah.
I got a 17 as well.
17, still much.
Yeah.
I'm talking a bit of a high DC. But, I will tell you, just as an out of
Memphis
game
is
thing,
telling us to buy some silver weapons.
a Dawn Silver. Anyone can do a crafting check on Dawn Silver.
Nope. Definitely not.
Dawn Silver.
What was I rolling for? 'Cause
I
I
think
rolled
that's
really
another suit
well.
for the devil. It's not too far from like the. Pretty sure what Mephisto is like.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Marvel devil.
Let's do the contract.
Oh
So,
god, not
Mephisto is actually from the Bible, just as a,
Oh,
just as a
I just know that that's like.
It's-
that's why I know only know him from Marvel.
Mephisto.
But yeah.
Every time Marvel fans are like, oh, Mephisto's coming.
Such a good roll.
Okay, so. Okay, so living
Well, I
roots.
asked
Okay,
him
so you
something
call me
and he
now,
wanted
pay
to
your
do
dues.
that, and by the time it got
Oh,
that
so
far,
he's
I
probably-
forgot what I was
he's probably
asking, I rolled
Signed a
26.
contract as well. I reckon Victor, he hit a wall with his research and he couldn't get anywhere, and so he signed a deal to get.
Says he got
That's
a
how
book.
he managed to make it.
We were talking about.
Yeah, it's
Can I-
probably
big deal, make another cultism check.
Can I make a like recall knowledge check or something? But if I saw any
17.
noticeable books in there that had
Yeah.
like a occult look or something?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I do an occultism
perception.
check?
I got a 17.
Alright, that's the way
17 on the occultism or craft?
Cultism. Oh yeah, I didn't make the craft.
17, that certainly sounds about right. So we'll give you the 17.
Can I do a
What did,
occultism
that
check
he
as
did
well?
the deal as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
I got a 27.
27, with 27 I'll tell you 2 things. Lewis Cipher is absolutely a pseudonym for Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
Or various powerful things. You, with the check you got earlier as well, you remember on a different bookshelf there was another book. A large book, it had the Roman numeral 3 on it, and it had on the front a clasp of that same symbol that was on the letter, the 2 circling bits of wood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can I look at
Seemed
the
occult.
Can I look at the book?
Sadly, you're not there anymore. You've left your back in the.
Oh, sorry.
This was back Frankenstein.
Yes, of course, we did leave.
Yeah, that's
That one for sure.
you could go back and
Yeah,
get
that's
it,
agreed.
but
He's
like,
the
We might have
third
to
of you.
steal it.
Does the book look about the size of me?
it's probably pretty big.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Can't
I
smuggle it
will-
up my t-shirt or anything.
I will tell you from behind the screen. There's one big thing you've not spotted yet. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check to see what it is.
In this
I
letter,
got a 24.
In either the letter or the
I
contract.
just got a 24 on a perception. Can I use that since
I've got
it's got all the...
crit
Yeah, that's fine.
29.
Crit 29 is good. Can I have the T-State contract, please? That's interesting, isn't it?
You don't notice this, Mordred.
I got a 24! What are they pointing to? That?
Compensate.
MPEN.
can I have a look at the?
For those who can't currently see it, there is an underline under some letters on one of the words. That is not in the original contract.
Is anything else on that?
With that crit success, I'll also tell you that looks to be in a different pen mark than
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey!
The rest of
hey! 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 Hey!
Oh, there's other words
Yeah,
underlined.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
MPEN.
MPEN.
hang on. Write this down. Write this down.
All right.
Write this down.
RUC.
Give me a pen.
Okay.
MPEN.
Okay, give me the letters from the start.
Okay, Robert Langdon.
MPEN
P-E-N.
RU. I think it's just the RU. RU. TIL.
Yeah, 11.
11's not going to be doing silver, unfortunately.
S.
Is what you get with an 11.
So he knew
Skin.
that we were going to meet Big Dog.
Well,
yes,
the end
because
is-
this is a dress
Rumpelstiltskin.
I
Rumpelstiltskin!
Ah.
I think.
think so. Yeah, if we change that down, that's
What do you like
Rumpelstiltskin.
for nature checks? Or failure? Is 7?
Fail or 7.
Yes,
You don't believe so.
probably.
Have we met Rumpelstiltskin?
We think it's Rumpelstiltskin.
So what? So the
There are-
Devil, Memphis, and Rumpelstiltskin are all one and the same. Is that what
possibly.
Who's
Well, they're underlined here and it spells out Rumpelstiltskin.
why is Gold and Memphis though? Why are they 2 different names?
I think they're
Do we work out
pseudonyms.
what that is?
Just they're going
Just
by
different
different names. Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin. He was a bastard.
I'll explain all the wheat
PTO?
and the
Do we work out what
gold.
that is?
Anyway, either you can give me a society check.
Can I check
Yeah.
Whatever that is, then I'm good.
what are we checking on? Rumpelstiltskin?
Just some phrases in the letters that are actually.
I've got no idea.
Can I check whether I know the name
I got
Rumpelstiltskin?
19.
19 will do. That's PTO, please turn over. The other one is just tar, as in thank you.
Oh, I got
What's
yeah.
that bit at the end?
That's tar.
Looks just like
Yeah,
stylized
thanks.
something. Hard to tell.
Oh, okay.
Fail
Can I-
for Rumpelstiltskin?
Well, Rumpelstiltskin was related to what's her name's character?
Rhymes.
Not
Right.
to any of your knowledge.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And unless Nick Jones re-emerges, we're just going to swap that into season 1, kind of not canon. But that's fine. If Ryan comes back, he's welcome to it.
Retcon.
But otherwise,
Can we make a check to see if the name Rumpelstiltskin sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Either for me in Hag,
real quick
Fortune,
though,
Duffel.
you're all in the end.
Yeah.
You've all written down stuff on that. You've come up with a certain name.
Oh god.
We've said that certain name.
Oh god, how many times have we said
Said
it?
that. Too many.
Shit.
More than 3.
Absolutely, you can. Can
Oh no.
you please all make me a will save? That's fine.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
21.
Fail.
27.
Success.
29.
Success.
24.
Fail. Those of you who failed, Rumpelstiltskin is the stupidest sounding thing you've ever heard for a name. There's no way anything would be good. You believe that fully and completely. The other two are free to think what they want. As for if it has any significance, anyone who passed that check can make an occultism check. The others, you cannot make checks about it. You just dismiss it offhand.
Oh wow, that's some fake shit.
That is the face.
Actually, I think you'll find it's completely ordinary and very boring.
22.
22?
19.
19? Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind.
I know the story of
She's
Rumpelstiltskin.
lying about something. We need to figure out what she's lying about.
Bloody Mary's probably just.
We need to figure out what she's lying about.
Oh my god.
Who's lying?
Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I said Bloody Mary's probably just his ex-girlfriend, and so that's why she's just a lying bitch. Don't
Do you
listen
remember
to
the
her.
story of Rumpelstiltskin, though?
Yeah.
No.
What did she say to us? I can't even remember.
I remember the once upon a time
No, that's what I'm
Rumpelstiltskin.
talking about. What, like, because he's saying she's lying. What did she say to us that he reckons she's told us?
Oh, we don't know
Like
because
spinning
it's on the
cloth
back of the
into
letter.
gold.
Nope.
We don't know what's
No, she talked to you guys
Said
though.
to us.
No,
What did she say to you guys?
not me.
Because that was addressed to us. Like the end of the letter is specifically to us. He says it specifically in there. He's like, the rest of this letter is for the next group, and it says you 5 or 6, whoever you are now, because our numbers have changed so many times.
Right.
Like he
There was a
specifically talked to us.
Cadwallader in the
And he's telling us we
Twilight
need to get
Zone.
Dawn Silver weapons because.
In the
I mean,
what?
I have no reaction to that at
In the
all.
what?
What'd you say?
The Twilight Zone.
Cadwallader was the devil
You know, I
in the
always
Twilight
liked
Zone.
Twilight Zone. Really good storytelling.
Did you just Google that?
King
Or
the
you-
Twilight
or
Zone.
you-
I'm like, it has to be. There has to be something. There has to be something. They're all the devil.
It's a little
I'm
bit
surprised.
Do we have a
isn't there
broken?
devil?
Do we have a non-broken version of that
A few.
contract?
There's
there's
this
a
one.
few.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So the name that shall no longer be spoken
Which
had
one? You've got two names you can't say.
the.
I think we've got 5 really. We can't say.
Let's just throw Beetlejuice in there.
Yeah. All of
Beetlejuice,
all of
Beetlejuice,
those
Beetlejuice.
names which we've
Michael
now.
Keaton.
Yeah.
You see someone
Candyman?
comes to you, hey, I got
Damn it.
We're all
Oops.
dead here.
We appear to have unwisely entered into a contractual relationship.
I know it as soon as the right hand.
You see, just falling from above you, a gold coin. Onto the table.
Can I look at it?
Closer look at this coin?
As you look at it, instead of the usual carving of old King Cole from the Empire long ago that's fallen but whose currency is still used, you see a gnome with sideburns, swept-backed hair, winking with a thumbs up.
Does that
Can I
sound like
pull out
something
my lucky coin that he gave me?
Oh
and
my
see if it looks the same?
It does indeed.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
You have one of the
Does the
devil's
gnome look
coins.
I
familiar?
do. I have a devil coin.
Is it that gnome that gave me my coin? Different gnome?
Could be.
Potentially could
That was
be.
a long time ago.
You got a coin as well.
Do you want to check the
Well,
coin?
my coin has roses and thorns on each
If
side.
I Google
But
Tobias
it was
Gold, it
gifted
comes
to
up
me
with
by
the
a gnome.
Evergreen.
Oh no,
entry.
that's the first game.
No
No, don't look
way.
at that. Don't look
Oh,
at that.
sorry. I didn't know that
That's
was.
not
fine.
this
You
wiki.
found the old Evergreen wiki from the first time around.
Oh, the
Oh.
old wiki.
I did
No,
not
no, no,
know.
that's forbidden knowledge.
There's a big banner on the front page that says, if you're reading this, you're on the wrong site. Go to this one instead.
Oops, I apologize.
You're fine.
I didn't.
Now
Someone
that you've done it,
admires
it's
my
fine.
work.
It was just-
I didn't really read it in detail, so
That's
I didn't,
quite
I
cool.
didn't like
There's
sink
nothing
anything
in
in.
it. You're pretty much at the point now of where
I'd
the
assumed
last
that
bit
it had
is.
something. I just assumed Tobias Gold was like an alias with
Oh.
some sort of.
You were like,
Cultural
wait a minute,
reference.
this looks familiar.
Merida will turn and say that gnome looks familiar, and then pulls out a coin.
I didn't realize he'd run
When
this
I
campaign
was
before.
when I was younger, a gnome and who was the other person that came? It was a gnome
Woman in a
and
black veil.
Were you in it as well?
a gnome
So you
and,
know what's
and a woman
happening?
in a black veil came
B's knowledge of the campaign.
and
taps out.
spoke to
Okay.
my mother and father.
This
This
is a wee stuff.
angered my father quite
Hmm.
drastically, but
I
The
think we
gnome
should
flipped me
investigate
this
our
coin
contract
for
more and see
good
if there's
luck.
secret
What
messages
does
in it.
Merida's coin look like?
so my coin has roses on one
Your coin had.
Ah.
You see on one
So
side
now-
is
now
the
I'm-
standard head of the coin, and on the back is a winking gnome with a thumbs up.
Merida will drop the coin
You see it falls on. There's now 3 of them on the table.
and just kind of
Oh, I didn't drop
Looks-
mine, so I'll still keep mine.
There you go, this one.
and then looks
know what
between
yours
the
might
coins is like that's not what it was when I was given this coin.
So have you all done random dealings with gnomes?
I just won this in a bet. I'm pretty sure.
Are you about to reveal that you're lying?
He stumbled into me on the way out of a meeting with my father.
You also ran into a
I
gnome
wouldn't
in your
exactly say I've
backstory
done
vision.
dealings.
I may have at one point met a gnome. Yes, he was a dick.
For luck.
I
He said for luck.
go through my pockets in a kind of not really thinking there's anything there. Starting
There's a little circular thing.
far out.
You
We've
pull out
all
your
got
own
it.
coin.
I pull out my coin.
As you look at it, and at this point, you look at the date on your coin.
Uh-huh.
This coin was minted the year of your birth. And as you look, your coin is
Mine is
minted
also
the year of your birth. Minted the year of your birth.
Do I have one?
You check your pockets. You check your pockets. You don't find anything.
Does Sibylla check her pockets?
As you kind of give up, just falling from your empty head.
Oh.
On it reads the year of your birth. Which I don't know if Mordred would know exactly.
Yeah.
Is this
So-
news to Mordred?
Yeah.
There you go.
How does Mordred react to that?
I don't know what these dates
Well, now
are.
you know how old you are.
So you see
You've
Sean
got a
start
birthday now.
and coughs up a
Hairball.
Oh.
side, which is a metal object.
I thought she was going to find it behind her ear.
And in the middle of this head, you find a coin with the oldest date of any of them. Date of your birth. 299. No, sorry, 249. I think it would be.
Does it have just the year or the whole date?
Just the year, like as a coin.
Yeah.
Interesting.
While you're holding these coins,
This
you can add one whenever I ask you for a luck check.
Oh.
Not whenever the rules ask you for a flat check. That's slightly different.
Yeah.
But if I ask you for a luck check, you can add one as long as you keep these coins on. They are in fact lucky coins.
Yeah.
of course they are.
Take it back and put it back in your pocket.
And
It's
you can
given her
feel
gloves.
intrinsically that these aren't just coins. These are they have some
Can I-
magic to them.
Yeah, I thought that was something to it. I don't know whether we're going to have what they're going to do to us.
On-
If anything,
Or maybe they're just his
You're
way of
dealing
spying
with,
on us
like,
so he
coins,
really knows.
like-
You add 9 to that.
no, 7.
7. I'll say Fae don't usually work with metal.
Yeah,
Fae usually work with wood and skin and leather and bone.
That's what I thought.
Metal, particularly like gold, is not the thing Fae would work with usually. It's odd.
In town, is there any writing experts or anything that I could maybe talk
You
to
could hire
see if,
those services, yeah, for sure.
I'd like to see if there's anyone I could talk to maybe find hidden messages or something. Or secret.
Ooh. Give me a thievery check real quick. What do you want to say?
Can I recall? I remember when we first met Memphis, they told us that they didn't work with silver, only with gold. Is that consistent to our knowledge about Fae?
What do you like to nature checks?
+6.
To your understanding, yeah. To your understanding, a preference between silver and gold just doesn't really track with Fae. They don't like metal.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's slightly odd. What was that thievery check, David?
22.
22. You think to who you might have in context of this, you need someone who's either like a very skilled calligrapher, a contract writer, or a forger. And it occurs to you that you have a friend in the docks who is a master criminal who would be happy to help.
Okay.
The boss, as they call themselves, the dock master, who sold you the box that the eye was in. Who you made quite a good lasting impression on, would probably be able to hire you out someone to do that.
Cool.
This is a bit of very confronting night.
it would appear that we may all be bound in some way to something we had not foreseen. Oh well.
We did it of our own choosing, I guess. It's our burden to bear.
Okay, so
That's what you get for trying to help people.
Woodruff takes a
Exactly.
deep swig of his milk.
And you were so pleased we had had a
Hang
good...
on a second. Could I just say something really
As you take a swig of that milk,
No!
it turns to vinegar in your mouth.
Oh
As
no.
in
The
regards,
contract.
as you see the contract Bigby is currently reading through, it doesn't catch on fire, but just gets very warm in your hands, like smoldering.
Hang on, there's a clause here about drinking milk.
There's a clause about
It's at
drinking
the
There
top.
is a clause
With
about
the-
drinking milk.
No ancient child can consume more than 3 glasses of milk in a singular day. I've only had 2.
You've only had 2?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Is
there
that
were
really in
and bread buttering and
Unless I have one at breakfast, then I'm
Shall refrain from brushing beds and breasts.
okay, so I'm curious as to what he wants these things for.
He wants them for Queen Maeve, but I don't think that's the truth.
Do we have a copy of our own contracts of employment?
That's your own contract? That's the meaning.
This is the one that the other one.
Oh yeah,
other people.
I've got a second contract of the copy of your contract of employment if you want to read through it as well.
we don't have an electronic version somewhere shared.
No, because you've all signed it.
I can scan it and
I
upload
could
it.
scan it as well.
Yeah.
Might be handy
Here's
to
another
have.
copy if you want.
So what?
The tea stained one is the old one.
Yeah.
It's also. Two of you put that name together very quickly. That was great.
Not
I mean, the
Skin.
tilt and skin at the end is, I think, a giveaway.
We made the rest of it up. So
Emma just clicked onto it straight away.
I've gone down the how the hell does Cadwallader fit in, because he must fit in. There must be a
Did you
relationship.
remember that off the top of your head or search that up? Or...
No, I used to watch the Twilight Zone
Yeah.
back in a very long time ago.
I was
but no, and
really
then I
worried way back at the start that someone would just go, "Oh, like from Twilight Zone."
I used to love the Twilight Zone.
Mm. Actually, I can upload a copy to the chat.
And probably like we'll save it just pouring over.
Out of
content,
interest,
Mm.
while
I'll do
we're
that
while
as
we're
well.
sitting, drinking, contemplating our fate,
Mm.
with my conjure woodland animals, it technically conjures them to fight for you.
Yes.
Can you conjure them not to fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, jolly good!
They're not like madly aggressive or anything.
Excellent.
They'll follow your will.
Excellent. We're in the pub.
Oh god.
Wonderful.
I'm going to, while we're in the pub, I'm going to conjure a. No. I'm going to conjure a weasel.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
You pull out the wand.
Yep.
Hold it aloft.
Yeah.
Point it at the table, and a mote of light shoots out, expands,
Yeah.
folds out to a weasel.
And I was going to pick this weasel
I
up
think
and
this
just
one-
give it some snacks. Just stroke it, give it some
I don't know
snacks.
how a weasel acts. Oh yeah, no, it eats up the snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weasel's
it's
fairly
like-
friendly. I'm literally just going to sort of
That's why we all have
hang out with this weasel for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get it to do
Can I pet the
anything.
weasel?
Can
give
you
me
pet
a-
the weasel? I tell the weasel to be nice to Mordred.
That's a 2 for a total of 8.
Weasel
Okay.
runs up your arm onto your shoulder.
It's only
Kind of
Mordred.
sulks a little bit.
Mordred's
Found something
okay.
interesting.
Oh, just basically, I think he'll just bring us back to life even if we die in the process of this.
Yeah.
And I think the reason these other guys didn't survive is because he just likes us better, so he just killed them.
Yeah, but why? And what happens when he likes someone else better?
Yeah, what if he decides that he likes someone else better than us and then...
Yeah,
I don't know.
then we're all dead.
We've got
Silver lady at all?
We've got plot
Yeah,
armor.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Silver
Silver
lady
lady
starting
is
the campaign.
the head of state. The
I
Queen
think
of
those
Avalon,
characters have plot
the
armor.
kingdom to the north, enemy of,
Until they ended up in a dead contract.
sorcerer by everyone.
There's something to
With their
to
knees
this.
on
Oh yeah,
backwards.
the evil sorcerer.
I'm very curious as to what will happen if we dance in a counterclockwise direction on the full moon.
We'll give it a whirl.
It's
I'm up for that.
unspeakable peril.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'm like, would that just be like,
Oh, it's a full moon.
oh! Do we deliberately piss off the devil?
I think it would be.
Oh,
I think it
jeez.
would be a reasonable way of ascertaining
Do we think the devil and Buffett still can
the
be the same person?
exact. Yeah,
Yeah,
and Cadwallader. They're all the same person.
Tobias.
We could do that as a way of ascertaining whether or not we have actually
what time of day is it?
signed
Oh, it's
ourselves
nice.
It's not.
a
Yeah,
bad
it's-
contract.
You're sitting around a couple of candles, dinner's being served. There's various soups.
I've got a
and,
weasel.
Roasts and snacks. Yes.
Question. It may just be a thingy. It's so on this one it's Tobias Gold, but it still says
That should say.
Cadwallader.
Do you know
that
anything?
should
Does
say-
your
that should say
character, would
gold.
your character know anything about the staff of Beguiling or the Ring of Education or the Looking Glass?
I noticed that after I
We all
finished
know
tea
that
staining it.
we
It
know they're
wasn't.
in South Cyclone.
I
Do we know
talk
where
nicely
they
to
are?
the
I
weasel
want to know what
and
they're
then
Oh, we
tell
know
it to
the
go over and be nice
stuff
to
with
Mordred.
Beguiling's enchantment.
Mordred, a weasel comes up and sniffs your hand a little bit.
Oh, can I try again? Can I talk to it?
You can indeed have a chat. Do you speak weasel?
Speak to it in Aklo.
You start speaking Dark Fae in the middle of this tavern. Which of course means, hi, how's your day going? Which I believe, Drizella, you also speak. The rest of you hear that. The weasel the wizard voluntarily dispels itself and just turns
Oh, you dispelled my weasel.
Mordred just solves even more.
A year and a
important.
day.
What the hell would be the properties? would they be wrestlers or would they be individual WrestleManias?
I'll conjure my little bird token and send it over to you. Constellation.
I'm sad now because I sent my weasel over to be nice and he
Or they
dispelled
just
my weasel.
messages. Maybe that.
Could I have spoken to it naturally?
You landed on Undertaker.
Dark
Shawn
Fae.
Michaels.
You can speak as charming and Echoes, you can speak in demonic. It's,
You intimidated the weasel.
What the hell is that? Are you possessed by the devil?
More
No,
than likely.
she's just terrifying my weasel.
Why are you scaring weasels?
I used to talk to the weasels in my home like this. It's not my fault I was raised in the dark.
What sounds
you were a
like the
lonely
devil?
boy.
I'm
you
trying to
you
figure out
actually
what the
have
devil's
a-
doing.
Alco does sound completely different.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It sounds like normal
It
speech.
sounds like a normal language, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Unlike cursed horrible. So, it is...
He wasn't a dark weasel. He was really lovely.
Does anyone know anything about these?
I'm going to give up trying to make friends.
So the looking glass is a powerful scrying glass.
Scrying, so
Yeah,
can
so we can
see.
see things.
Dean Maricosa, on talking about that, mentioned that it had developed a number of strange quirks that most people didn't bother trying to use it.
There is a password that you can use to access it, and only Memphis knows it. And
Yeah.
Memphis told us don't give it to us if we found it.
I
and we
reckon.
could have an hour alone with it.
I think it was 2.
2 hours alone with it.
I reckon that tells the future.
Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah,
Choose
shows us
something
the
you want.
future.
Stuff with beguiling is enchantment, from what we know.
Yep.
And ring of objectification can turn things into objects, correct?
Or objects.
There you go.
Okay.
For example, a candelier into a Frenchman, or a clock into a...
Frenchman.
What's Cogsworth's deal? I don't even know.
Ian McKellen.
Or a clock into Ian McKellen.
Did you
Just
do
hypothetical.
the 2017 version of the film?
Look,
No.
that the only choice I would defend in that is Ian McKellen as the
I was very excited. I was actually very excited about most of the casting. I was just disappointed with me. But yeah. Yeah, okay. So I feel like there's going to be some nasty consequences if he gets these items.
So yeah, they're not like
Possibly on the
world-endingly...
world.
Well, so the items themselves aren't world-endingly powerful, but
No,
they
but maybe
serve
they're
some pretty
the devil,
specific
though.
functions.
We did
Maybe
write
he's
the
like,
clause into the contract. They're not allowed to use them in the war.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
is a
but I
very
don't think that's the point. I
Yeah,
reckon
probably not, but we tried.
it's probably like he's not like he's only kind of semi here, like he's only at like
Yeah.
1% of his powers or something, and then he gets those 3 things, and he like goes full.
I honestly
Satan.
think he's just fucking around with everyone.
He could be, yeah. It
Just
could,
having
it could
a
be
bit
that
of
kind
fun.
yeah. That's also kind of like Mr. Mixie Pitlick.
What?
He's a DC villain. He's like one of Superman's villains, and he's like an imp that just fucks around with people. And he's got like universe level powers. Like he can do he's a god basically. He can do anything, and he likes to just fuck around with Superman just to piss him off.
Yeah.
Like, and he just plays pranks on people and shit.
You know what I want right now? I think Mordred
So he
is
could be
asleep.
like that.
Yeah, it's late. It's it's.
I don't
at
think.
night.
I don't think.
Anyone who's got any
Bigby's
downtime activity they want to do, or any checks they want to do on the contract, the letter, things they found out, that's all okay. You've got Bloody Mary if you want to
actually,
give that a
I feel
swing.
like
Should we try and steal that book from Frankenstein tonight?
Who has thievery skills of any?
You can go invisible.
Oh yeah. But
Sorry.
I'm also can't lift the book.
Have you got thievery?
I've got theory.
I
So
could
you
lift
can
the
cast
book.
it on Bigby, and then Bigby.
How big's the book?
Hang on. Well, it's not the size of the book; it's the size of me. That's the problem.
Look, it'll slow you down, but you could like.
So when I talk about items, invisibility, if I'm holding an item, does that an item
It
go
is
invisible?
invisible, yes.
All right, fair enough. I just didn't know mechanically.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
cool.
you're wearing Oracle.
And it lasts for 10 minutes invisibility.
Alright.
All right, I'm with you.
Let's
I'm
go
with you.
steal a book.
I think your ideas of thievery are well founded there, Mordred. I like the way you think.
I feel like Merida would
What, are you going to make me do it?
this
Mm,
contract.
what's your thievery skills?
+6.
I feel like that would be a
It's the
bad
same
idea.
as
We
Uh,
don't
I
trust the
got a
witches
+6
as
as
You
well.
don't?
We know
But you can
something's
lift
up
the
with
book.
Icy Moonbeam.
What's your stealth score?
Stealth is +6 as well.
The
Alright.
head witch. We know something's going on strange with her.
All right, you can do
In the
a big.
recap, Galen said,
High Seal is the bad one.
I don't
That
even
was
think this.
Freya.
I don't think the book's
This was
interesting
High
to
Seal.
us anyway. It's
Why?
probably
Yeah,
just
that's
stuff that he.
nice
It's
one.
probably just helping him. It was probably just information to help
They
him.
said-
Frankenstein. The monster.
you know, we have questions over why she was so willing to work with the Red Hand and
That
Yeah,
was something
we-
that Sibylla got last week. Was that it was odd that the witch was so willing to work with the Red Hand and to be like, yeah, come find out.
and considering that the Red Hand were after some devilish pact, I don't think it would be good to show our devilish pact with the witches. If that makes sense.
Are the Red Hand just followers of Satan?
Red Hand, I won't make it a
Burning
religion one,
God.
this would be widely known. Red Hand for the burning god. Red Hand are intensely anti-fiend. Anti-fiend, anti-fey, anti-aberration, anti-undead. Pretty much anti anything that's not humanoid, beast, animal, or like occasional celestials. But even they're on things like that. So no, the Red Hand aren't sick.
Alright.
So what are we thinking? Are we stealing a book tonight, or are we resting?
I don't really want to steal the book. I don't think it's useful. But if you guys really want me to do it, I'll do it.
It's going to take us about 10 minutes to do.
Or we could contact
Has
the
to.
creature and tell the creature to
Invisibility.
bring it out.
Only.
Sorry, Adam. We could ask Adam to grab the book for us.
Could do.
I doubt he's very stealthy though.
That's true.
What do you mean?
Thundering is your.
I am the knight.
I'm just imagining him in like a Batman costume, just trailing like just fighting crime. Yeah.
Alright,
That
who
would be
would
the
like to
best.
steal the book? Does anyone else want to steal the book?
I think I'm all for. I think we should steal a book for the sake of like 10 minutes of our time.
Show of hands. Who'd like to steal the book?
I'd be up for stealing stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Or dancing in a field in the moonlight.
Wonderful. Not that it's about either of you can just nip out and do it if you haven't.
Yeah. All right. Let's just do it.
Oh,
then.
I don't have any skills in stealing
Sibylla,
stuff, but I'm
are you
up
doing
for a...
Well, if I was hoping. big
I am
people-
very tempted to dance in counterclockwise.
Is it
Come steal
is
the
it a
book.
full moon
Come on.
tonight?
It is.
Oh, okay. All right. Some of you go and do
It's,
some moon.
it's also exactly 1 month since you signed your contract.
You guys go moon dancing, and I'll steal the book then.
So we're gonna split the party and moon dance. So,
No.
so okay.
Wonderful. Who's moon dancing? Who's going to dance with the devil in the pen?
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Mordred.
Okay, I'm going to steal the book. Okay.
Mordred. Merida, where are you going? Thieving or dancing?
They play dancing in the
Or not?
moonlight.
You want to stay
I think neither.
I
I
think
think
No, I think-
Merida
I think-
would be taking time to kind of
It's a
reflect.
marvelous
night for a
moon dance in
Just need to learn to learn.
Those who are dancing, give me performance checks.
Oh, I do have
That's you, Big Space.
Gisela, can I get a
What?
a
Are you
performance
dancing in the
check?
moonlight?
No, I'm
Performance.
And tell me,
Yes.
This is the
Change your
most
mind.
important question. Are you dancing clockwise or contrarywise?
Well, what are we not?
Counterclockwise is the one you're not supposed to do.
Oh, doing that then.
Why are we doing this?
Contrarywise.
See
Lovely.
what's
What
gonna
did have too
happen?
much milk?
Because it's
Get
going to
into
cause
his
great peril.
Performance +9, 24.
Performance
22.
12.
12.
Performance, I'm not dancing well.
Wait, 4
I-
did you say?
I have not got rhythm.
As you
Or
begin to
style.
dance counterclockwise.
Yes.
Is just the two of you?
Yeah, we're frolicking in a
Last
field.
Wait,
Are you
we're-
dancing?
Appear
No,
to be
it's-
frolicking.
Well, he
Oh,
doesn't
God.
understand that this is a thing in the contract, so he's just doing it for fun.
As you,
Jesus.
you see the moon above you starts to grow larger and larger until it takes up the entire night sky. You see the edges of the world erupting in glowing radiant light, thundering towards you like an oncoming tsunami that clips you in the heads, bending reality about you. You both fall down.
Oops.
And as you open your eyes, nothing seems to be different or changed. But you're on the ground.
Wow. That is
That
the
was trippy.
great mirror ball in the sky.
Is this like Glade folk like dancing so much?
It's just like
I've never understood those who like dancing.
It's just
that
like
much.
a hallucination.
Maybe thievery would be
I wonder how
more
the others are
fitting.
going stealing that book.
Meanwhile,
Speaking of,
Hopefully not opening it.
who's going to steal the book?
I am now.
Wonderful.
Well,
Awesome.
you are?
What's your plan?
Oh,
You know there's a
Are
house.
you here or are you dead? I'm prone.
no, I didn't go dancing.
Oh, who went dancing?
No,
Just-
I
just-
just provoked
and
these two to it.
Okay, just Giselle. Alright, carry on.
You're a menace.
Wonderful.
Alright, so I'm going, when we get to the house,
I
we'll go to
was
the house,
curious.
Yep.
and I'm going to cast invisibility.
Wonderful.
Do you think it's worth sending Shan in with you or just leave Shan?
Sean won't be invisible.
Yeah, but she's pretty stealthy. She's a cat.
Yeah. Maybe you become invisible.
Or do you just want to go on your
I'll try this guy.
own? Alright, cool. You're invisible. You get 10 minutes.
First object, you run up the front door.
Oh, and I would have told Big B where the book is.
Alright. I will attempt a thievery check to
Give us a
to pick the. I've got a kit too. I think.
lockpick. Love that. Gives you a bonus, I believe.
What do I have? Yeah, thieves toolkit. Oh yeah, it's infiltrator picks. And that +1 to pick locks.
Wonderful. I need you to hit
So it's thievery plus.
3. Just thievery plus whatever the
Yeah.
kit gives you.
Okay, that'll be 15.
You cannot get the first time.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try again.
I will get the first one. Probably not going to get much of it.
I will tell you for this lock, you need 3 DC 20 checks.
Oh Jesus
So
Christ.
20 or more 3 times.
What's your
Okay.
thievery plus?
Can I make?
Can you make?
architectural check
You
to see
certainly can.
if there is some kind of weak point somewhere in
Give
the
me an
house
architectural law check.
to enter the
No.
house better.
Dude.
Library or
Good God.
24 architectural.
Come again?
24.
24. But if I well, you could knock this door down.
Is there there's
Stealthily.
like a window I could get up to maybe? or
Oh,
come up
that's a
to
bit
somewhere
boring.
else? I don't really want to wake everyone up.
Blow the door down.
You don't see any of it. It's student combination, so it's not, again, the windows are kind of set in. You can keep having a crack at this door. What do you add to thievery checks?
+7.
+7, so +8 with the tools?
No, +7 with the tools.
Okay. Yeah, so even if you take 10, which I'll let you do if you do it slowly, that's still, you still need to roll to get it, so that's
Yeah.
still down to luck. I'll tell you what, you got 10 minutes. I will let you make 1 check with a bonus +4. But if you run out, you'll just lose the invisibility spell if you don't get it.
Okay.
As in, I'll let you make 1 crack, so you need to keep
Can I
getting
give him a help action?
You can if you're there,
Yeah, I am
but then
there.
the door's going to open and you're going to be standing there.
Ooh.
We'll just move out of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
away, like
Yeah, go for it. So give us your
Okay,
first
so what are we
thing.
doing? We're trying
So-
to
Thievery +1
3
for 2.
times in a row.
No, so you just need to. So if you crit fail, it'll reset.
Oh, okay.
So you just need to not get under 10.
Right,
You just need to get. You need to get 20 or higher before you get 3 lots of 20 or higher before you get under 10.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense? So you're adding. Let me say it this way. You're adding 7.
Yeah.
I'll give you +4 for this. You're adding 11. So you need to roll more than a 9 on that dice before you crit fail. So give us just a couple rolls really quick. Higher than a 9, you're good. Higher than a 9, you're good. Is that a crit
So,
fail?
Yeah,
No.
that's a 2.
That's a 2, so doesn't succeed, but doesn't lock out. So keep going.
14.
14, you get the third one. Click, click. So that's going to take you a couple of minutes. Though.
Okay.
But you sit there, you take your time with it, you slowly go in,
Good job.
get the lock open.
Cool.
If they crit fail, I'd like you to do that help check, Chris, to potentially mitigate. But you're good. You get in the front door. You remember where the hatches. You go through. Go in the office. As you are creeping through, give me a stealth check, not to wake people, or not wake people up, but draw attention to yourself with sound.
18.
That'll absolutely do it. Invisible. You go through. You hear the sounds of gentle snoring or something from the bedroom as you walk past. You open the doors up. You head down the stairs to the dank corridor. The rats do not notice you. They don't scurry away this time. As you come to the mighty metal door guarding the laboratory.
Okay, I'll try the door.
Seems unlocked.
Yep.
Push it. You push it in. You see the creatures, the lesser creatures, those bits of metal and scrap in them, just kind of standing in the corners of the room.
Okay. I'll slowly try to creep towards where the hook is without noticing it.
Give us a stealth check.
10.
Hold on. They do not notice you. As you head past, you see at one point one of them, but nothing. You see, sitting on the counter, you see that large book, the numeral 3 in the top, what looks to be wheat, 2 circles, one beside the other, on the sigil on the front. You just want to grab it and go? Do you want to have a look through first?
I'm going to just grab it and go.
You grab the book. Anyone who was watching, not that there is anyone, would see the book just vanish from the bookshelf. Give me one more check to get past the creatures.
That'll be a 14.
A 14?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you need. You head past. You head on out of there. I won't make you do a check to get past the people again because you're not in any rush. You slip on past, close the door behind you.
Can I relock it?
Yep. You just lock it on the inside.
Cool. Okay.
You have the book. Well done. Woo.
Tap you on the shoulder and be like, I got the book. Let's go.
Brilliant.
I will not lie to you, Jesse. Had you been caught by those 3 lesser creatures, that would have been a hell of a fight. You could have got out of there, but you would have been facing 3 level 2 creatures.
I don't think I would have tried to fight. I would have run.
Yeah, well, they're pretty quick and very great.
Great.
You head on out. You have the book.
Good thing the test went too high because when I rolled a 4, I was very scared. Yeah, cool. Well, I'll go back to the. I guess we'll go back to the.
I'm out sleeping in the fields.
Yeah, I love it. You head back in. You gonna collect anyone to have a look, or you just crack it open?
Yeah, no, I'll see you. You're still at the end, right? Or are you asleep at this point?
No, I'll still be in the
Okay, cool. And I'll ask you where the other 2 are.
Wonderful. You can collect everyone up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
I was wondering, do you want to just check it privately?
Yeah, no, I think
you will collect it together. Big, you see, it's actually looked like bronze, and it's actually a dulled gold. Is the Roman numeral 3. That crest on the front cover, big leather-bound book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open it up?
Merida, sensing that somebody might go on her, will put the hand down on the book. I'll go, are you sure you want to get hot?
Get hot.
In the letter, it says, as agreed, here is the 3rd of your books. Is this book the book that might open, if it's open, things will get hot? Is that the book? Is this the book that we're talking about? Okay. So we don't want to open the book?
Maybe it has fire spells.
Things will get a little hot if anyone else does, or if you fail.
Merida is suspecting that this is that
Oh
book.
yeah, so
So
only
it
only
would be, are you sure we want to do this here?
That's
Right.
a fair point.
How many? Do it when I walk away, by all means. But Merida feels like she has to at least say her piece and then walk away.
She was being very palpitating. Just
Do it.
Just do it anyway.
Do it anyway, for sure. But Merida has to say her piece and go, are you just want to do? Are you sure you want to do this? If you're sure, then I want to.
I'm back in the bar quietly drinking wine after the explosion of the moon, which was somewhat disconcerting.
Yeah, I will ask you guys about that, and you'll tell me, I'm sure.
In character, Mordred would probably say it's best we don't toy with forces we don't know about. Me, on the other hand,
It's best we not toy with force we don't know about.
Yeah.
So let's open this book.
Probably shouldn't be opening this book
Yeah.
or really looking at this
We tried
book in
dancing.
the
Then
middle of
why the hell
tavern.
did I steal it if we aren't going to open it?
Yeah.
Just
What a
not
waste
in
of
the middle
time.
of a freaking tavern.
What,
You
so
see, at
if
this
we
point,
could
the
just close it?
innkeeper, old one-eyed man with a nightcap says, "If you not keep it down,
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
light out."
Apologies.
We went out into the field. There's a lovely glade if you want to do some dancing in the moonlight. Maybe you could open the book there.
Imagine you guys probably went a little south to the farms or something.
Yeah. You could
You could head into the woods if you felt more comfortable there.
You
Don't
could
have to-
say-
I just
Safely-
burn the whole woods down.
you could safely open. You could more safely open the book. Maybe we could do some more dancing.
I didn't like dancing the first time.
Oh, interesting.
Narada is not
It was an
all that
unusual
about being
experience.
around when the book is
We could
open.
dance the other way, clockwise, see if that makes a difference.
So if they decide to go off and do
I didn't dance well. And
Alright, so what do we do?
If they go off, Narada would like to go to the library at the witch's sanctuary.
She's like, I've got better books to open.
Yeah, like
Sorry,
There's
so
enough
you want
of
to go? You want to?
yeah. So if these guys end up, if they say, okay, we're going to go open this book, I'm going to go.
Okay,
You
cool.
guys go open
What's-
the book.
what's
We'll go to the
your
library.
I'm going with the book.
So we're going to open the book?
Okay, you got spells though. Be ready to put out a fire magically somehow.
Alright.
Oh wait, I've got that as well. I've got
Summon
my breath
extinguisher.
thing. I'll just blow it out.
You
Alright.
can
Yeah,
puff
that's
and you
right.
can puff.
They're making.
Yeah, let's just go somewhere there's
Or,
no
or
heat.
spread the
Yeah.
flames.
Alright.
Probably.
Good
Just
luck.
turns into a
Rosella,
flamethrower.
what are you up to?
You want to come open a fire book?
We can't let them die.
we can let them die, but I'm going to watch.
Bring some marshmallows and a coffee.
Essentially, yes, that would be the summary of the situation.
Narada will turn
I'm trying to work out what
and be
happened to the moon.
like, hopefully, I'll see you in the morning then.
Wonderful.
Don't
So
dance in the
three of you
moon.
open the book.
I've got my shield
I'm
raised.
gonna go do
bracing
some
to-
reading in the library.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
stand at a
Yeah.
distance and see whether they
Try and-
die.
Oh, that's
Five,
probably,
four,
it's not worth
three.
it. It's not worth it.
Wonderful.
You know.
I'm going to
crack
stand
open
at
the
a
book.
distance
Can
and
I
see if
just
they
get a
die.
reflex save?
Oh,
Actually, sorry. First, just gaze your eyes up towards the screen.
Like, I'll be going to do
are you here
more
too?
research. Bloody Mary.
Oh, I'm away back. I've been
I'm
sort
imagining
of.
you've taken-
Yeah, I'm literally watching to see if somebody dies as a sort of sporting thing. So I'm a good
Let's say you're what,
30,
Have you
40
made
feet
that-
away. Are you
that's not
literally
Or
just.
not.
Have you made a bet with
Nine.
yourself?
Fail.
18.
Sorry, crit fail.
Oh,
Failed.
9.
I have no healing left.
Oh my god. Okay. This wasn't meant to be lethal.
Merida's glad.
The two of you who crit failed take 44 fire damage.
Alright, I'm dead.
Bigby, you take 22.
Do I hear something?
I'm really glad I didn't open that downstairs.
As you open this, you see
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't open that.
the first bit of paper just gets some fine lines, and you then see bits of paper with the edges burnt, much like the contracts you found, just tornadoes into the air. The whole book torn up into shreds, flown into the air, starts blowing around you, and boom!
For fuck's sake.
Oh, I fucking knew we
The
should
two
have
of
kept
you
it
are
as a
down
weapon.
instantly.
Damn it. I should.
Drizella, how much
We
wounds
could have
do you
used that as
Not
fucking weapons.
well. I've
Oh.
got some like
Dude,
treat
this is a
wounds
bomb.
or over 10 minutes, but I can probably stabilize if I've got some.
Yeah, you're going to have to roll for stabilizing.
I've got
You'll have
yes,
to-
You've got
I
potions-
know.
I've got potions in my pack. She would know about that.
You
Right.
did have, they're now crispy and
Yeah. They survived.
evaporated.
So I've also got ward medic. So when I treat wounds, I can do 2 targets at the same time.
Oh, awesome. Okay. How long does treat wounds take from you? Do you
So
also have
treat-
battle medic to make it an action?
No, you've got battle medic. So what
You
I would
need to
do,
stabilize.
yeah. So what I would do is I would, fuck's sake, I would feed Mordred because Mordred's got healing. I would feed Mordred my minor elixir of life. bastard.
Not bad. Inventory, roll some dice for it.
Upon drinking,
Well,
you
actually, it doesn't actually matter
regain
rolling dice, 'cause we're about to take a rest anyway.
1d. You.
And then when I pop up, I'll cast
You've got battle. Oh, you've
Yeah.
got a heal you can cast?
Yeah, I've got a 2-action heal.
You drop a 2-action heal.
And
Everyone's
so-
alive. All is good. You can do it. So you see thousands of pieces like that contract that just blown up 20 foot to the air and are currently landing all amongst the wheat that you're.
How much HP did we get back?
Oh, we're about to take a rest.
You're about to take a rest.
Oh,
Cool,
okay.
let's call it 25.
Alright, all good.
You're
if you
back
want to do anything
up.
with those bits of paper, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you open the book.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely pick up the pieces, see if there's anything.
You grab as many as you can. You see they've got writing on them still. You could put bits back together potentially.
I think maybe it's a good thing that we opened that. It could have been doing more harm and been allowing Victor Frankenstein to do his horrible work. If we can stop that, maybe it's a good thing.
True. Could have used it as a bomb though.
Yes.
It'd been really sick.
Give it to some poor person and say, you should read that book. Give it to Titus Guy.
I was more thinking it's like a suicide bomber thing. I just like run in.
Goodness me. Alright.
Just
You
make sure
can
you
all get
revive
your
it.
resting.
I'm
We'll do the
sending you-
witches next
I'm
session.
sending you a message with what I'm
Cool.
wanting to research. So.
We'll do that next session. Real quick before we wrap up, if everyone's okay to keep going for another 10 minutes or so, the next phase of the journey requires you to travel by sea, unless anyone's got anything else they want to do in this turn.
Yeah, no, that's all good.
So we get a rest.
You get a rest, take your rests. About keep half an hour. You're currently in Aronia over here. You are heading to the delightful Salazar Glum, not delightful. The most direct route that you guys planned earlier is to go through the pass at Misclap, and then on to go back, and then to Salazar Glum, which requires getting a ship to go back. So you'll need to be able to do that.
And what's the city we're at the moment?
Oronia up here.
Oh, okay, right, yes, understand.
That was difficult because there was a blockade. You've lifted the blockade, so it's now very easy to grab a ship. You can just hire a ship. Pardon me, completely fine. The going price for that is 20 silver from each of you to pay for passage.
Does that include the tolls at Misclap?
Toll will be paid by the boat, so you're good for that. You'll probably need to pay another one to get into port.
I can just see Misclap just being the rolling in cash these guys.
The golden rule.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like Istanbul.
20 silver each. So 2 gold.
Yeah.
So not a lot of money.
I've got 2 copies.
Um,
And 5 silver.
Alright, I'll get rid of 20 silver.
so you can go, or if you have any other ways you can think of to get where you're going, you're welcome to try that.
I mean, we know.
Let me just check what the pearl is as well, because that should come out of that probably.
What the what is so?
And then the pool of money that he gave us.
Oh yeah, you've got that kitty, whatever it's called.
We also
Yeah,
know the
one
dock
extra.
master, don't we?
You do, you know the boss.
We've got 150 silver.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that 100 silver would pay for the load.
Okay, do you want to just do that so everyone keeps their 20 silver? That's pretty much what this was for. It was
Yeah.
for expenses.
If I just hit simplify your coins, what did that do?
Haven't the foggiest.
I
No,
think
but
it's
it simplifies it from
silver,
take
silver to gold.
what's got gold to silver, silver to then gold.
Alright,
I
alright.
accidentally did it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, what happened? Do all my gold?" And I have a
Cool,
bunch
so
of
yeah, so
silver.
Did you take 20 silver out?
Oh,
Oh, so
I
we're
took
just
2 gold because
getting
I
both?
simplified
Don't,
it.
don't put it back
Why?
because I paid for it out of the
The kitty.
Way back at the
Okay.
start, you got given a startup fund for this
Yeah.
such occasion. Awesome, that solved that. Awesome, we will start next session boarding the ship, heading along the oceans, and then arriving at Go Back.
and I'll have a chat to my mate at the docks before we jump on the ship.
Oh yeah, about the absolutely. We'll sort out. You will get, and I'll tell you this so you can look up rules and stuff if you want to. You'll get about 2 days downtime while on the boat. So any downtime actions you have in mind that you might want to do, have a think, shoot me a message if you like. We can sort out the rules and that sort of thing. Things to raise your attention is crafting, research, and if you're spellcasters, you can swap out word spells over a couple of days, I think. Awesome. Otherwise, thank you all very much.
Thank you,
Cool.
Galen.
Thank you.
I had